Hey everybody, if you're all caught up from last week and you don't want to watch the recap, go ahead and skip to this timestamp in the video. Otherwise, enjoy the show. Previously on Pokemon Dungeons and Dragons.
Here to tell us what happened last week in the combat of the century. What are the odds?
Is it actually me?
It is actually you. It's 3 again.
Great. Every time.
It's been a while.
Every time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
CJ's gonna tell us what happened.
We had 2 weeks, we had a week off, so it feels longer than it's been.
And interestingly, this was one of the times that I didn't take a whole lot of notes.
Yeah,
so
I have the table of what die was what.
Yeah.
I mean, technically the entire combat was like 30 seconds, so it's really
but
not
it
a lot
took
of
us
notes.
4.5 hours.
It was a very long combat.
So yeah, it was just massive combat. We changed our teams real quick when we saw the blimps, and we were like, okay, I guess we're gonna fight some stuff. And Bentley took Klaus and sprayed out some poison spikes to try and keep them away from us. But then we were like, I guess we have to go fight them. So maybe we do a little tailwind hurricane with Crash and Monty. So we did that to start it off, blew some of them spikes at these dudes.
But Tailwind was like a little...
Oh yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah, okay.
I was gonna. And in doing so, because I always do that, I always forget things until I say things. I'm like, oh yeah. And in doing the Tailwind, Monty solidified the fact that he knew how to do it, and he learned it 100%. Drew gave Joel the option to either do it with advantage or straight roll, and if you get it, you learned it. So.
I made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
And he didn't refuse it, and he was successful. So now Monty knows Tailwind.
barely though.
It was close.
It was very close.
It was good. So that's how it started. We blew up some Zubats. I think we got rid of almost an entire swarm of them because there were 6, and I think it knocked it down to 5 immediately, which was cool. And then Hitmonlee came out hot, I think was the first one out. Or
yeah, so we essentially recruited some of the Fight Pit Pokemon to battle off Team Rocket with us, and Hitmonlee was no joke.
That also happened.
Just led the charge after we got rid of the spikes that I thought was going to be a lair of mine, and then it was like, oh, we can't get out of here now, so Hurricane, do it!
Ended up being great, and then ensued a very large battle in which Monty did pretty well. Violet did well. My team did terribly.
Bullet did well. We had the Howl and Growl team up.
That happened.
Yep.
That was cool.
Rose was slow.
Yep.
She's water.
She needs
I
water.
think,
Without water, she's slow.
humble brag, my team did the best, but
Definitely.
Rhydon did the worst.
Rhydon was horrible.
Yeah.
That is an objective.
That was him during the battle, so just putting that out there.
Take full ownership.
But no
All
Pokemon
suck
on our
came from
team
here.
was the worst. It was Rhydon.
Rhydon was the worst.
Yeah.
Though Crash got his ass kicked pretty quickly too, and Bang got knocked out. I think Bang was the only one that actually got knocked out though.
And Crash.
Ekans did well.
Yeah, Crash pretty much did.
Yeah, Ekans did well.
If I didn't remember Torrent. Yeah, Ekans was the only one on my team that was like at all successful.
I think it was the
Without
consensus at the end that like without the extra
Beef Pokemon.
beefy boys to help us out with all the advantage and like flanking.
We would have been in trouble.
It would have been a lot worse.
No doubt.
Yeah.
They the Team Rocket thugs that were there had some cool Pokemon though. There was a gold duck that did absolutely nothing but stare at us the entire time. There's a Weezing
happened.
that was quickly dispatched by
Probably our
Magby.
biggest threat.
And
All the
I think
smoke and
it was
stuff.
Ladian and Violet and Hitmonlee just did like a 1-2 punch kick, and then it was out.
Violet like almost one punch killed 2 of the beast Pokemon that the Rocket trainers had. Left him at like 1 or 2 HP, which was crazy. And somebody else cleaned it up for him.
Mortar knocked out the Beedrill after. That's what that was. Violet knocked him down to like 2 HP. It's like, yeah, I'll snake that kill, thank you.
Yeah, Beedrill, Jolteon, Weezing, Golduck,
Crobat.
I think those were the big ones. And then there were swarms of Zubats. There was a swarm of Rattatas.
Grimer?
There was some Grimers in the back.
Weeping bells.
Some weeping bells. There were some coughings.
Yeah.
And then all of our Pokemon and the beef Pokemon. So it was
a madhouse.
A lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
But we did it.
Yeah, we were successful. The douche guy that tried to take my Pokemon previously and then crash bit his leg off. He tried to steal more Pokemon, and the Hitmonlee was not having any of it. So at the end, after Mortar set his leg on fire, the Hitmonlee punched him or kicked him in the face and killed him. Straight up, literally killed the guy. So that was
There's a lot of
something that
damage.
happened.
It was something that happened, but I mean, goes to show. Don't try and capture a Hitmonlee that
Doesn't want to be captured.
doesn't want to be captured. It will mess you up.
There's probably some sort of backstory there, but we don't know what it is.
No,
Kangaskhan
chiefly
had one
because
for sure.
my rolls kill players in Pokemon that
Just happens.
maybe we could get information from, but that's when my rolls tend to do well, is when we maybe don't want them to do so well.
Kill is on the line.
Yeah.
Finally!
Dial up just wiping a Kadabra off the face of the planet. It's just
Kill mode activated.
seriously.
And I don't remember anything after that. I think that was pretty much where we ended it, right?
Yeah,
The three rocket people are pretty goofy looking people.
Yeah.
Pretty unique. They got away.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Their
all-
Pokemon immediately goes down and they're like, it's over! Get out!
Yeah, they got scurred real quick.
Yeah.
And then Milo suggested that William pick up the Pokeballs that the Team Rocket member was using to try and steal Pokemon. So we now have at least one of those, maybe two.
Yeah, I think
so we
a couple.
can maybe inspect those. But I think that's kind of where we left it off, was just the aftermath of our massive battle win.
Yup.
I think that about sums it up.
Welcome to Pokemon Dungeons and Dragons. Join our heroes Phoebe, Milo, CJ, Bentley, as they explore the Laris region, learn about their new friends, and discover the world around them. With rocket grunts and leaders on the retreat, the tots take a moment to celebrate their success and take stock of damages.
Bring us right back into the moments. What you guys doing? Atkins is like most of the way through swallowing the Crobat.
Done.
I'm gonna be like, okay.
Like there's like a bit of a leg wing sticking out. He's like,
I'm going to.
just slowly working it down.
I want to look for any more lingering steel balls.
Okay.
And have my bird team also look for them.
Steel ball.
Steel Ball.
Do you think the other people had them too? Not just the main guy?
I would not be surprised.
Because that makes sense.
And then as gingerly as I can, I want to inspect the guy's pockets. Wow.
Okay.
Trying to
You're
not
just-
look at his head.
Walking up to a dead man.
Yep.
All right. Let's get an investigation check from you if you're gonna look through the man's pockets.
Inspect that dead
Or I guess
body, 12-year-old
technically,
boy.
technically the individual's pockets.
Technically?
16.
16. Okay. Digging through the individual's pockets, you find what appear to be just a series of numbers on a crumpled up sheet of paper.
Okay.
It's just like a bunch of digits, just down in a line.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, or like
No,
3,
like
4,
just
2, 3.
Yeah,
Like Matrix.
basically, yeah. Just a bunch of numbers,
Okay.
all in a row. That's in like the front left pocket.
Okay.
This person's got a lot of pockets. You don't have to roll again, but I don't know if you're doing that, if you're writing notes.
He's writing
But, okay. So you find the crumpled up, you can call it the codex if you'd like, if you need a name for it. So he's got that. In one of his other pockets, you see a little folded up case. It's black and it's got a big red R on the front. It's up to you if you want to open that now or later. Or if you're just
not
like
yet.
digging through the pockets.
Yeah,
keep going. Okay. Put that to the side. You find a wad of cash, which if you unroll it turns out to be roughly $35.
That's it?
He's a rocket grunt.
He was going to battle. He wasn't going to the casino.
You're like, that's
I need this money.
What? Oh, Milo with like $7.
Burn it.
This is more money than I've ever seen. I thought he was like ahead of the operation.
No,
I mean, I don't really know
Again,
who he is.
he's going to battle. He's not going to the casino.
Okay, but still, like, they're a nefarious group. They're going to need to carry a lot of cash
The
to
average-
pay people off.
To put it in reference, the average trainer carries like $6 to $10.
All right, so it's more than average.
The money that you have is from gyms.
Yeah,
like
true.
that's where
All right.
money is.
So that is a
Okay.
good amount of money for a person then.
Yeah,
Alright,
like your
alright.
average payout from your normal trainers.
Alright.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
The average payout for the payout for the trainers that you've been fighting is like very low.
money bags.
I'm acting like I'm a baller. It's like $26.
I don't get out of bed for less than $300. What's he doing? It's all good. It's fine. You find a good amount of money.
$35.
You find the little case of things that you'll open later. You do see a heavily damaged Pokeball around his belt. It appears to be empty, and the rest is like just so battered and destroyed that like digging through further, you'd probably come into contact.
Is the Pokeball one of those like steely ones?
It is a regular, like standard issue red Pokeball. He seems to have carved an R in the front, but
Probably the one for the Crobat.
Yeah.
The
Well,
Golduck.
Bentley wants to look at the mask.
okay. What's left of
which
it?
piece?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Would you like
Piece
to
that has part of his jaw in it.
make an
Well,
investigation
I thought
check
it
to
was
sort of
knocked
piece-
off of his face last
So it was like he got kicked in the face. So there's a lot of like caved in nonsense, and then the mask is in a couple pieces next to him. But if you wanted to try to like
Oh boy.
mentally piece the mask back together, you could. Be possible to. It's not like completely destroyed, but it's in some pieces.
I'll just pick up one of the pieces that's not on his face and inspect that.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it was wired to the jaw, and it contains half of a speaker that would have gone over the mouth, and it seems like that was masking whatever this individual's voice actually sounded like. And that's why anytime they ever spoke, it sounded like this.
I'm gonna take that Pokeball that I found and ask Kangaskhan, hey, would you mind smashing this?
She'll just reach down and go, and just like squish it in your hand, and just go, okay. And just sticks it in the pouch for later.
Sure, okay.
Good for you.
Well,
Yeah.
that was a lot, guys, but good work, everybody.
Yeah.
I did not think that was gonna go as well as it did, I guess. I mean, obviously, heal up Bang, because that was kind of hairy, but everybody did a fantastic job. Violet, way to go. You're a beast still. But
Hey, Hitmonlee, are you okay?
He just kind of like rolls his shoulders a little bit, and he just gives you a nod. Seems really proud of himself.
All right.
that was truly amazing, Hitmonlee. I've never seen a Pokemon battle as well under those types of conditions. That was great. Thank you for helping us.
Yeah. He kind of like jumps back and forth between his legs, does a couple like swift kicks. He seems real fired up.
Jeez.
Have you run into these guys before?
The Hitmonlee will give you a nod, and the Kangaskhan just kind of glares and is like,
Well, you were right.
So
It's something that's happened before.
okay.
So Rhydon is just scratching its ass. It doesn't know what's going on.
I was like, oh, was there a fight? I'm sorry, I thought we were just playing tag.
I think it's safe to say that we're here for us then. So that's
I
good.
agree.
Yeah, you guys are able to see as the second of the Zeppelins. The first one is the one that all the team members kind of ran into. The second one is just now beginning to kind of list and fly away. So there's a lot of wind and debris in the area, and all the remaining Zubats and Rattatas that are scattered from the other legions are kind of looking at you guys, and they're like, "See you."
I want to take
Like, we're
note
affiliated with them soon.
as they go up. I want to, what direction are they flying in?
Let me consult my compass roads.
Bottom left.
Yeah, bottom left. There we go. They are currently flying to the northwest out of Helmuth, which would put them in the direction of Watalonga/Mayburn.
Okay. Interesting.
At least in terms of like what's
Yeah.
Bentley wants to call over all of his Pokemon and just do like a group hug situation.
Okay.
Seeing that Hitmonlee and Violet were almost captured.
Do we still have that tracker thing?
Yeah, it's in my backpack.
Do you want to
You
activate
mean the one
it?
that was in Monty, right?
Yeah.
Why do you want to activate it?
I'll have Bullet go put on the blimp.
Nice.
We don't really even know what it is. I thought, okay, whatever. If that's what you want to do. I mean, I don't really want to have it, so yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I was gonna break it earlier.
before
so-
they leave.
Sure. You want to do that? I mean, what are we
gotta turn it
gonna
on
do? Just
again.
put it on them and be like, oh, if you put it on us,
Well,
is that what we're doing?
If you can find a way to have that person track it, and we can know where the blimps go.
Oh, okay. See, that makes sense.
Put this one up for you. Put it on there with a sign that says like "kick me."
Wait, so how are we gonna track it?
I'm gonna pull it out.
Thank you.
There you go.
And activate it by twisting it or whatever.
It's basically it's about the size of a
So
like a pen cap. They just
I'm gonna give
Activate
it.
it by bopping and twisting and pulling it.
I
Go!
want to give it to Bullet and say, Bullet, I want you to sneak this on that blimp. And then Monty, I want to give him a tailwind boost.
okay. Yeah, he'll. Bullet just takes off like a shot up into the sky with the little. You can see the little green beeping thing. He catches up to the blimp like no problem. He's just up there and he kind of like perches on top and he waves at you with his wing and then he just goes, sticks the little tracker on the side and he flies right back down to you.
Good job, bud.
Your arm just comes clean off.
He just spins you around 6 times.
So, I mean, I don't know if we can utilize it, but I mean, at least we
Yeah, it's on there now.
a way to.
For better or worse, there's a tracking device on the Zeppelin.
Great.
Someone.
I mean, it's not with us anymore, so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
positive in my book.
So, I feel like we should go back inside and try and figure out if anyone else other than the Pokemon has experienced this before. And maybe figure out who Ava is, because if this happens regularly where Team Rocket tries to capture the Fight Pit Pokemon, we probably don't want to stick around too much longer. We're kind of fish in a barrel down here.
If you guys go back in, if you're going into Ava's, I'm gonna go back to the inn then and grab Eevee and Sudowoodo and talk to the innkeep.
Sounds like a plan. Cool.
So
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll go by myself unless anyone's coming.
I don't care about that stupid Flappy.
Okay.
Wow. All right, dragging Flappy.
Milo, right as you walk into the inn, Flappy just tases you in the neck. It's like, "Yeah, you didn't believe I was powerful." Oh, okay. Yeah, as you guys kind of turn to go your separate ways, you hear the very heavy thud of like this thick metal boot as you see this kind of comically oversized human running down the ramp towards you. It's like a big metal clunky. It looks like they broke a leg and it's on like this one of those big braces is on there, so they're kind of like hobbling. You hear, "Wait, Team Rocket's here. I'm here to help." And he comes like storming down the ramp, and you can see he's got one of his arms is just fully metal, and he's like, "I'm here. Hold on. Here.
Thank goodness.
Where'd they go? Some blips. Where's Team Rocket? I'm here. Here to help."
You're a little late, sir. We fought off Team Rocket. There's one of them over there on the ground.
Ah! They'll learn you.
Yeah.
Where's the rest?
They're gone.
They're gone. They left that. I'm sorry. Who are you?
They were just here. They're here for like 2 minutes. Where'd they go?
We took them out.
Oh. Well.
Well, one of them. The rest are flying away.
Well, yeah, we didn't take up any other
We-
people
we-
besides that
We
guy.
dispatched them as we could.
They left. They ran away.
They're leaving?
They left.
What direction? Let's go. We can get them.
No! Who are you?
Name's Flynn. And he holds out this like massive hunk of metal that's supposed to be a hand. He's like,
Yep, that's gonna happen.
"Pleasure to meet you, kid. Where'd they go?
That's interesting.
Come on, ready for a fight?"
What? Who do you fight with?
"Oh, I fight Team Rocket.
Ah, great. You're the best.
I'm ready to go." Where?
What happened to your arm?
Yeah,
That's a long story.
Okay, well, we have time. They're gone
yeah,
now.
they're gone.
Well, where'd they go though? We can get them.
They're in blimps, man. We're not gonna get them. They're gone.
We'll just fly after them. You guys got transport, right?
No!
What do you mean?
Do you?
No?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was rather hoping you would.
Yeah, we don't.
Oh. Anywho, if we got time,
Let's hear
I don't suppose you know who that fella is?
This guy, the dead guy?
Yeah, he motions to the dead guy with the smushed face.
We know that he I guess was in Team Rocket. Can't really be anymore. But we ran into that person before, we think, and Crash over there kind of messed him up, and then Hitmonlee finished the job this time around. But
Hitmonlee's here. Where's he at? And you see Hitmonlee kind of like leaning up against one of the buildings. He looks up and he just goes. He goes, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" Hitmonlee's like, "You gotta keep me. Why is he here again?"
Here a lot. Okay. So what happened to your arm?
Oh, a couple years back, Team Rocket come flying in here. They're here to do their dirty business. Good old Flint took care of them, that's for sure. Trouble is, on the way back up the hill, I tripped, broke my arm. They couldn't replace it. Had to remove it.
You had to remove your arm because you broke it?
Yeah, I said it wrong.
Oh wow,
Got infected.
that's really
It's a whole mess.
It's really unfortunate.
so, I'm sorry. I'm kind of catching up here. So you know the Fight Pit Pokemon? Does this happen often where Team Rocket tries to...
Yeah, it's not the first time. I wouldn't say it's often, but
So
more often than I'd like.
why don't you just hang out here? Why were you not here when they...
They go everywhere. I follow Team Rocket, and I take them down wherever they are.
Where were you last?
Yeah.
Well, I was up north a little ways, just past Mayburn. I heard rumors that they were planning something big down south, so I just kept running.
You ran here?
Yeah,
From where?
up north, just past Mayburn.
Okay, yeah.
Never stopped running.
Okay, so
I mean, it's kind of what we did.
what Pokemon do you have?
I have a Donphan. Come on out, Squirt. And he throws out a Pokeball, and it's a very large Donphan, but one of the like side tusk things is cracked and missing. And he just kind of like leans up to you, goes,
What's up, dude?
Hello, nice to meet you. Like your tusk looks cool.
and just kind of like runs up and just nudges into your leg, almost knocks you off your feet.
And this is Mortar. He's kind of got a
Just like
bigger arm. Looks not like most Magbies. Kind of like you. Don't look like most Donphans.
Donphan just like lifts Mortar up on his trunk and he's like, "Oh, okay, what's going on?" And just kind of puts him back down. He goes, it just shows he likes you.
Fair enough. So you go around battling Team Rocket, but
Yeah.
you do this on foot?
What other way is there?
I mean, seems like you could maybe stay in one place or at least get some sort of transit. But
Or ride Donphan.
I'm too heavy for him.
You are a big man.
Is he? Is he a big guy?
He's a big man.
Okay.
He's
A large man, Dwayne.
he's comically large.
Comically?
Yeah. We're talking like
Before.
well over 6 feet. We're talking probably over 200 pounds. Big guy. Not like fat, just big. He's thick.
so you said that
Tree trunk legs.
you said that you heard Team Rocket was planning something big down south, so you went running.
Yeah.
Where did you hear that from?
North of Mayburn? He's like, I don't know, how many times we gotta have this conversation?
Well, north of Mayburn is not how you hear something. That's where you were.
Yeah.
I'm asking you where you got the information, how you learned that.
Asking around. Sometimes those Rocketeers, you apply a little pressure in the right spots, they start squealing.
The Rocketeers.
How do you go about
sounds right.
recognizing Rocketeers? Because we've had some trouble with that.
No, you just find the bold ones. They come to you.
Yeah.
That is a fair point. Do they actually come to you, though? It seems like you would dispatch them pretty easily.
I just go where other trainers are. Team Rocket likes stealing stuff. I like breaking Team Rocket.
That's
I mean, I like that.
certainly a fair point. We can agree with you there.
Flynn, how do you know Team Rocket?
Everybody knows Team Rocket.
Really? Everybody?
Well, yeah. They're the biggest threat ever.
Okay, but how did you become the bounty hunter of Team Rocket?
It just seemed like something fun to do. They're bad people, and I hate them.
Personally? On a personal level?
I don't understand the question.
Like, did they
I don't like them.
Did they wrong you, Flynn?
No, they wrong everybody else.
Okay.
They steal things. I got a problem with that.
B2.
What
So-
happened?
I like you.
Quick question. What happened to
too.
Squirt? His.
Oh, Squirt?
Yeah.
I don't know. He don't talk much.
Oh, okay.
Well, he was a little faint, but his little ear was kind of messed up. I guess when, he got bigger, he didn't regrow anything.
Oh, okay.
Flynn,
Flint?
Flynn.
Flint? Or Flint?
have you heard from any of the Rocketeers that they're posting up in Alluvia, Team Rocket? Sweet experience. They were around that area and
They're in Alluvia?
causing trouble. Yeah.
We gotta go!
You gotta go.
Right now!
We're not gonna go.
You're not coming?
Nah.
What do you mean?
We've been there. We did that. Twice.
You been there, did that twice?
Twice.
Then how many could there be left? If you left this guy on the floor.
That wasn't really us, to be fair.
We didn't engage anyone really in Alluvia. We kind of just learned of their presence and got out of Dodge. But there's a lot more going on than just Team Rocket. It seems like maybe people in the city who are in power there are cahooting with them. And
What are you trying to say?
I mean, it seems like a giant conspiracy. Maybe.
That's crazy talk, kid.
Yeah.
It is crazy talk.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. That's the first we've heard that either.
Bentley's a little.
I got a cousin who lives there. Ain't nothing wrong with him.
Yeah, you should probably go check him out.
Yeah.
He's probably fine.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, well,
Who's your cousin?
I was named Deacon.
Yeah, but-
You ever meet him?
Yeah.
Great guy.
Yes, he is.
He's a lovely human. He was very friendly to us anyway.
Yeah, he's a big old teddy bear.
You said that he lives there, not that he was the mayor of Alluvia.
No, he lives there, though.
But he's also the mayor. That's kind of more important.
I don't like to brag on his behalf.
I don't know if that's a brag. It's more fact, right?
You told us your occupation is bounty hunting Team Rocket. That's way cooler of a brag than mayor.
Well, I speak for myself. I don't speak for him.
True, but I mean, I feel like letting us know that your cousin is the mayor's. Anyway.
What color is Flynn's hair?
Flynn?
Yeah.
He's bald.
Okay.
It's see-through.
Whoa.
Yeah, he has a big scar on the side of his head.
Oh. How'd you get the scar on the side of your head?
I remember when I tripped.
Yeah.
I do that a lot.
Figured.
Kinda clumsy.
That makes sense. So
I tripped when I was a little kid, hit my head on the fireplace.
Oh my god.
So same thing with like your foot too?
Your whole leg.
My leg, one time I went hiking. When I got home, I tripped over the step on the way to the front door.
Clumsy son of a gun you are.
To the inn.
Okay.
Because I'm concerned about our
Okay.
cohorts.
Okay.
I've heard enough.
Flynn, you got any other Pokemon? Just Donphan?
No, I'm just done, fan. He and I, we got a special hatred for those Team Rocket fellas.
Wonder why he hates them so much.
I don't know. He won't tell me. But every time they're around, he gets real fired up.
Cool.
Well, certainly a noble mission to fight off Team Rocket and anyone who associates with Team Rocket.
Oh, yeah. Anybody even remotely related to Team Rocket, I'd take him down.
I think
No mercy.
we'll hold you to that statement.
No mercy. Do you even talk to him before you just take him down?
Well, yeah, if they got stuff to say.
Oh, fair enough. That's smart. We don't really do that.
Oh, you'd be amazed with some of those little grunts now.
We should
They'll
probably...
tell you all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll keep that in mind, Flynn.
Not surprising. They're all jerks.
They are. All right, well, sounds like I gotta be in 3 places at once.
but he multiplies into.
Each one
Watch out for that
his
rock.
mechanical limbs breaks off and becomes a new one of him. Whoa!
Well, good luck, Flynn. If you need help and we're in the neighborhood, just let us know. We have some experience beating Team Rocket now, so.
That's great. Keep getting stronger. I'll look you up if I'm ever near where you are. I don't know how I'll know that, but we'll figure it out.
And he turns to leave and he trips over a rock.
Yes.
And you see, oh man, oh that smarts.
And as he stands up, you can see like one of his fingers is kind of like bent and he goes,
Oh, okay. Brief pit stop.
then he heads over
Hey,
to the...
wait, Flynn, how many fingers am I holding up?
2.
Okay. So he can see what's his purple.
He's just clumsy.
That's real bad.
Yeah, you can hear him just
I felt
go,
like there had to be like an underlying condition that he's that bad.
all right, kids, I'll be seeing you. He just starts walking up the hill.
Maybe it's not a brain issue. Maybe it's like inner ear problem. Equilibrium's just off.
Whoa!
I'm standing still too long.
Giant metal leg, guys. It's got to be pretty tough to run around when one of your legs isn't your leg.
Fair enough.
I mean, it sounded like that's the reason he tripped and had to get the metal
that's
leg.
a fair point. I don't know. That guy was very strange. He's Deacon's cousin and he hunts down Team Rocket?
Yeah. His voice sounded familiar, which is why I kind of stepped on your toes there.
I mean, I'm glad I didn't say more than I did, but he's going to be in for a surprise if he ever figures out what we maybe sort of kind of know.
Yeah, well, he probably won't. He seemed kind of dumb.
I mean, well, I'm not there. So never mind.
Yeah.
All right, so let's turn around and go back into the fight pit building bar thingy, Ava's.
Okay. We'll jump to Milo, arriving back at Jaden's bar.
Avis.
I realized too late that I could call it one thing.
It was great.
I'm gonna walk into our room to see Sudowoodo and the little Eevee. And
Sudowoodo is currently making like little twigs grow and tossing them across the room for Eevee to catch.
it seem like they're having a good time.
Yeah.
I don't know, they're not really off put by anything, so that's good. Are you guys okay in here?
Eevee just looks at you like, what? And then Sudowoodo goes,
Oh, okay.
kind of throws it. Eevee like stands up on her back leg and just like balances it on her nose.
Wow.
It's like,
That's
he throws another one. She catches the second one. It's like,
dang. This is well. Don't want to intrude on this, but we're gonna be exploring. If you need anything, we'll just step outside. I'm sure we'll see you. And okay. Thanks, Sudowoodo.
he kind of pats you on the head.
And I will leave, thinking that they're distracted and happy enough for the time being that I don't need to do anything. And then I will go down to Ava's.
Okay. Yeah, as you leave your room, eerily close to the door is Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
Just standing. She grabs a tray off a nearby end table with some tea on it. She goes,
Thank you. Is it like a cup?
mm-hmm. She puts the tray back and just kind of waddles back to the front of the inn.
Drink the tea.
I'll drink the tea.
Abort!
Take a trip.
God.
It's good tea.
Okay.
It's nice and warm. Nice warm tea. You feel refreshed, reinvigorated after your battle.
Yeah. Cool.
You feel sharp of mind.
Thanks. Thank you, Nancy.
She goes,
Let me know if the two in there being a nuisance.
she's like, you should.
And then I will put the cup down and head out.
Okay.
Yeah, thank God you weren't poisoned, huh?
Yeah.
It really rolled the dice.
She starts to hear colors. It's like, okay.
Ribbon balls.
I would have at least insight checked it beforehand, but live your life.
Milo's too.
Y'all are too suspicious of a Flappy.
Yes.
I'm not suspicious. I just don't care for it.
We've seen too much.
It's a Flappy that made you tea. You're like, oh God.
She's trying to be Ruby.
If she wanted to kill you, you would have been dead in your sleep.
Wow.
It's true.
So what do we see
In
inside
your rooms with a pillow.
Ava's?
You see the same sort of drunkard fellow who's just sort of staggering awkwardly and precariously on a stool. Most of the fight pit Pokemon that were helping you have slowly been making their way back into the arena, just kind of patching up what little wounds they have on them, straightening things out. They seem to be comforting Kangaskhan and congratulating him only.
Is there still nobody behind the bar?
Currently, no. It looks as though the tavern is largely not open. Like, as a building, it is open, but there is no real function to it during the day.
What time of day is it now?
After the fight, it's only been 10 minutes or so. It's decently early in the daytime. After your guys' early morning scraps and fights, it's probably late morning, early afternoon.
I'm gonna walk over to Skinny Chancy.
Oh, yes. Thin Chancy.
Yeah, Thin Chancy. Hi, Chancy. I wanted to ask you some questions if I could. We just battled Team Rocket outside. Do they come here often? They don't? Have they ever come here trying to capture the Fight Pit Pokemon?
This is fantastic. I don't know what's happening.
Just the eyebrow wiggle.
He was doing this.
Yeah, but that's not a nod. That's like a.
It's
Maybe it's
Thin
what you can
Chancy.
do
You
for a
can't nod.
It doesn't have like vertebrae. It's just a big rod of a spine. It can't go up and down. It's not a snake. It doesn't undulate.
And he just stared at it and was like, what else can I try?
And then I was like,
It was doing it the whole time I was asking the question. I didn't think that it was like an answer to the question. Do you know who Ava is? Is it the bartender who's usually there at night? No?
No.
Is it the champion Tyranitar? Yeah? Okay, well, that's good to know.
Chancy.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Well, alright, I'm gonna heal up my Pokemon now. So, nice talking with you, Chancy.
Milo walks in and like sees that that's the conversation, and he's like, man, do a team swap and immediately.
Okay. Who you switching?
I'm gonna have Monty, the baby Skarmory, Wadsworth, and Howl.
Okay, so Violet's going in. Baby Skarmory's coming out.
Yes, and Bullet went in, and Wadsworth came out.
Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna do a similar situation. I'm gonna have him heal up Bang and then put Bang in the PC. Take Chicky Baby back
Chansey
out.
just very eerily pulls out like it almost looks like a stick of cinnamon and just cracks it under Bang's nose. Kind of waves and he goes,
You right?
and you can see his little heart's like,
Whoa.
he just keeps like clenching and unclenching his fists, and he just looks at you, he's like,
You feeling good?
woo! And he just runs up to the wall and like does a kickflip off, and he's like,
Legit. Alright, maybe take it easy though.
Oh, heart attack.
Just chilling, bro. Chill. Chill. Crash, throw some water on him.
Crash just splashes him in the face, and he's like,
You good? Okay.
whew.
Give me a high five.
It's a good one.
Alright. I'll see you later. I'm gonna boop him.
Boop him.
Put him in the PC.
And boot the snoot.
I'm also gonna do some team swap ski to have Mortar, Evinrude, Rose, Manny.
Okay.
Hey, Barry, doing any team swaps?
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
Everybody's doing team swaps, hey!
Pichu. I'm gonna take out Pichu, Shirley, have Sage, and Gleek.
Okay. Excellent.
Is Sage out still?
Yeah.
I wanna, as Bentley, go over to Sage. Hey, Sage. Just wanted to say great work in the Team Rocket battle. The grassy terrain's it's really quite helpful. It's an awesome teamwork move, and I'm glad you're on the team. Pat his little leaves.
He just kind of like wiggles excitedly.
So it doesn't seem like anything's really going on here yet, other than those drunk guys. You want to go outside and meet up with Milo?
Yeah.
It's inside, I thought.
Yeah.
He just did a swap ski and out of
Ran
here.
out?
He said he
That
saw
is-
Skinny Chancy team swapped and immediately left.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That is now the official
yeah.
canon. You don't pull things out of a PC or put them in. You pull swap ski.
Yeah,
Swap ski.
Swap ski.
It's been said too many times. It's canon now. Put it in the book.
Oh.
All right, so I'll go outside to meet up with Milo.
Okay.
Milo!
I'm gonna do the same thing. I don't really have anything I want to do in the bar anymore.
Cool.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, there's nobody behind the bar, you said?
Yeah.
Now that all of my friends are gone, I'm
Uh-oh.
gonna go behind the bar.
Okay. Actually, no, you're good. The only person in there that could see you that
Drunk
might
guy.
care is the drunk guy in the
Right?
school.
You didn't care.
Yeah. And the fight pit Pokemon seem otherwise
end goal.
occupied.
I'm gonna start looking at bottles. Picking
Still
stuff up. Yep.
Okay.
Bottles in the club.
Okay. You want to make an investigation check?
Yep.
He's
what are
looking
you
for
in the
that
mood
Patron.
for?
Honestly,
Bottle of red?
I don't know what I'm
Bottle of white?
I have no idea what I'm looking for. I'm just gonna
Just-
be looking around.
Everyone
Just grabbing things and be like, that
Hairs
is-
dissolve the fastest.
I mean, that was Bentley's theory when he was making a Molotov.
Different colors. That's, what is this? Perception or investigation?
Investigation.
Investigation. Okay, hang on. Well, I think it's like a 2 or something. Well, let's just say 16. I'm fine with 16.
16.
I don't have it up, so 16.
Okay, 16. Yeah, as you're kind of looking through, they all smell just toxic to your child nose, but you're like, ooh, well that's bad, so it's got to be good. And you just pick up this very like elongated red bottle with a handle on the side, and you're like, oh, sweet. This has got to be good. It just says Ava's Reserve, and there's a picture of just a roaring Tyranitar on it.
Yeah, that seems like the one.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get a glass.
Yeah, not helping
Yeah,
you. when
there's a big old cork in the top.
Okay.
You can just boop,
Nice.
and grab yourself a glass.
Yep.
And it just pours out. It's like toxically dark liquid.
Sweet.
As it kind of like sloshes in the glass, you're like,
How much did you pour, you insane child?
It's a great
with
question.
no concept of what is too much. How much does CJ pour into a glass?
Half a glass.
Half a glass. Okay.
That's too
It's like a pint glass.
I'm a
milk glass.
being turned off by how it smells. I'm gonna take a small sip of it to start.
To start.
It's
If I like it, you know.
given the smell, it is surprisingly sweet and then incredibly bitter. Just immediately, you're like,
I'm an adult now.
CJ took
One
himself in the
chest hair
bar.
erupts from your chest.
It's
Go Super Saiyan.
just a 4-inch long hair.
Yeah.
Gross.
Oh god. Gross.
I'm gonna take one more sip and then be like, okay, this is gross.
Dang, you're going hard,
Okay.
bro. Your first time.
All right.
2 sips.
Well, for like a 12-year-old, that's
Yeah.
hard.
It's pretty gross, but you get through another sip.
Yeah, I'll just leave that on the bar and be like, well, that wasn't as fun as I thought it was
Put
gonna
it
be.
on my tab.
And this was how CJ became dependent. This was the start. So, Milo, where's Evie? Where's Sudowoodo?
They're playing in the inn. They're like doing tricks with sticks.
Stick a trick.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're content, so I let them stay.
Do you think Evie would want to just stay with Sudowoodo? It seems more her speed.
I mean, comparative to the other options, I'm sure. But I came to get Wadsworth because I figure when we meet up again, I'm gonna see if he can try again to glean any information on maybe where she's from or what her trainer looks like or something like that.
Sounds like a solid plan for sure.
But where's CJ?
He didn't follow me
yeah,
out, and I guess he's still inside. I found out that Ava is the champion Tyranitar from Chansey,
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
so definitely not the bartender. That's what I
Yeah.
initially thought, but yeah, I guess Ava's is named after the Tyranitar, so that's cool at least.
When I was walking to and from the inn, I was thinking if Deacon is as derpy as his cousin Flynn is, maybe he's just a person
A
to
failsafe?
fill the seat.
A puppet?
Yeah, and not at all like involved with Team Rocket. They're just like, hey, you should pass this law, and don't look that way.
Yeah.
kinda
He's just
deal.
paid well.
Yeah,
He's a nice face.
yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely
possible.
see that
Yeah.
happening. He didn't seem. I mean, he was nice, but he definitely didn't seem like too smart of a guy.
No, I mean he tripped over a rock. That was
Well, I mean,
I was talking about
people are clumsy, but
Flynn.
if
I was
he's
talking
that
about Flynn.
if he's that gung ho about fighting Team Rocket,
He would not be happy.
Yeah, but I'm
with
not
his
sure-
brother's cousin, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was like of his own volition or that Don fan was like real like gung ho about finding Team Rocket. Because I
But I
just
feel
kind of
like
met him and we're going at it.
if he's as close as it sounds like with his cousin, and he was constantly like, yeah, I love fighting Team Rocket.
I know, but we don't know how often they keep in touch.
Yeah,
They're
that's true.
cousins,
That's
not
true.
like brothers.
That's true. Did CJ come out yet?
CJ, did you exit the bar?
Yeah.
Is he tipsy?
He walks out of the bar and just immediately just belches.
All right, that was gross. Get over here.
Okay.
So there's two things I want to discuss and investigate. First is this Pokeball, the one he was trying to steal our Pokemon with. Now, my gut reaction is that we should break it and the other one. But I wanted to talk about it in case you guys wanted to do anything with it. If you wanted to try it with Crash, but we don't know like how it does. So just before I go and break it, wanted to have a group discussion about it. What do you guys think?
Can we like look at it more closely?
Yeah. Yeah, it is all black
Okay.
with an anchor on the top.
An anchor?
Like a ship's anchor.
Does it otherwise, just aside from those two facts, like it looks just like a Pokeball?
Yeah, it looks like your standard fair shape. It's just all black.
Like it doesn't like give off any heat or I don't know, any other weird.
Nothing particularly strange about it, no.
Okay.
In my notes, I want to like, to the best of my ability, draw the anchor symbol.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a typical anchor-looking anchor. Something you would see on board an old galleon or something.
Just so we can show it to people.
Kelsey would be into it.
Probably.
She had a face.
As I look at it, is this anything that I've seen before?
Make a history check.
Oh snap! Delve into those memories.
Ugh. It's never good.
Well, you had
so
too much.
drunk.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
had too much to drink. That's the problem.
No. You don't know. It's a 2.
A 2? Yeah, it's you know you've seen it before, but you can't place it.
Okay.
So
It's the closest you get is it is a partner group to Team Rocket, but they are not explicitly part of it.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that before.
You have?
Yeah,
is it
I think.
just a Team Rocket
If
thing?
that's what that is. I don't know if that's what that is, though.
What? Well, spit it out.
I don't remember exactly. I just think I've seen it before.
All right, great intel. So Milo, I feel like I'm on board with destroying it, but
This
also
first of alcohol.
I would like to ask other people if they know what it is and if it does what we think it does. But at the same time, I feel like if we're caught with it, we're suspicious, which is not good.
No,
That
it's not a
and
good
like
thing to...
we don't understand how it works. There might be like a tracking on it for some
I
reason.
definitely don't want to use it.
Yeah, I don't want to carry it around and have someone accidentally take it from or like mug us and steal it and then they have it. Like I'd rather just if you want to take it, I don't want it. So there you go.
Did you just put it on the ground?
Yep.
Alright.
Do you want to have Violet destroy it?
I'm just gonna ask one of the fight pit guys to do it. So it's
Actually, I want to hold on to it.
broken.
I want to hold on to it.
You're gonna touch it?
Yeah, I'm going to pick it up.
Okay.
I'll hold on to it.
Okay.
I want to think about it for a little while.
Okay. We have the second one though. Are we cool with smashing this one?
Definitely. I don't need 2 of them.
Okay. Is Hitmonlee still around?
Yeah, he's inside the bar. He's around.
Okay.
He's kind of like hanging out with the other.
Are there any of the Pokemon still outside?
The Heracross is.
Okay.
He's just kind of like sitting out in the sun on top of the bar, just sort of watching over the.
Hey, Heracross.
Just kind of looks down with the like big old swooping horn.
Can you come down here for a second?
Just kicks you in the face. Oh, sorry, old habits.
Thanks for your help in that battle. I don't know if you saw that guy had those Pokeballs he was trying to. Yeah, you saw that. Okay. Well, he had one that was left over, and we don't want anyone to be able to use it. Would you mind pulverizing it?
And he just punches it into the ground. And you watch as it just shatters into dozens of tiny pieces.
Thank you, Heracross.
He just nods, and you can see there's like this little arc of electricity between some of the bits. And just everything powers down.
Cool.
Yikes. I'm kind of curious to like break a regular Pokeball and see if it's the same. That seemed a little more involved than...
Well, you've seen...
You have any Pokeballs?
You've seen a couple broken ones.
That you want to
like when
shatter.
Pontiki's ball broke.
Yeah.
It was just like cracked in half, but this one was like literally pulverized.
Yeah. But it still had like power to it for a second, and then like, that's kind of scary.
Test that theory.
I want to investigate the... Is it like dust? Like it's pulverized?
No, it's like shards.
Okay. Just with what little knowledge I have, look over it to see if there's anything that indicates anything that's out of the ordinary, like tracking or any sort of thing that would, I don't know, out of the ordinary.
You just want to look at it?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at the pieces.
Investigation.
Investigate those pieces.
10.
It's seeing as this is sort of your first foray into looking at exploded Pokeball shards. It doesn't look like anything is weird.
Okay.
Like all the pieces look like they belong there. Nothing looks like. It's not like, oh, it's just like tracked by so and so. There's like nothing like that. There's no real identifying marks on there other than the little bits of the anchor that are on some of the pieces.
So while Milo's doing that, Bentley wants to put the egg on the ground and call out Rose.
And have Heracross come down.
That was cool. Now do the No.
Do me!
No, so I want to have Rose do like more like climate control on the egg since it's been a long time since she's done that. Just make sure that it's still like in like a cold, damp environment since it's been out for a while.
Yeah, she'll cuddle up to it, start emanating some coolness all around.
All right, so that takes care of that. Hanging on to that? Are you thinking about it for Crash or?
I don't. Yeah, maybe.
I would advise against using that. Definitely don't lose it, CJ.
No. I'm just gonna stay in my backpack until I decide to do anything with it. Most likely destroy it.
I mean, if you know...
What's your alternative?
See if the Crash situation. I don't know.
I would use a normal Pokeball before using that.
Definitely. That's the plan.
All right, fair enough.
Insight check. I'm just kidding. There's this case that the guy had. I was scared to open it. Have you seen this before?
Have I seen this before?
Roll
it up, kids.
It's not gonna be good.
No, it is not.
What is that? History again?
Yeah.
What is history? Yeah, it's 6.
Oh yikes. Yeah, you're not so hot on the history. It looks like a pen case maybe.
No.
All right.
How big is it?
About the size of a pen case.
Okay.
It's like
I'm gonna hold
Probably
it
some cool pens
like
in there.
not.
big, very very thin, but about that big.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna-
It's not like a mini trunk.
It's not a full on like dossier.
Right.
It's a
Yeah. Okay.
My child paranoia. I'm gonna open it like away from the group and like.
you explode. No, I'm just kidding.
Your hands are gone.
When you open it up, nothing happens. You just-
Okay.
you hear like the soft click of like kind of unfolds.
And I'll pull it back so we can all look at it.
There are 2 syringes,
Oh,
a small vial of liquid, and what looks to be some kind of dart.
This is interesting.
That's terrifying. Is he gonna use that on us?
I don't know.
What is it?
I have no idea. No idea.
One makes you stronger, one makes you faster, one makes you die. Just kidding. None
You
of
have to
us
take
actually
2 of them.
live for
How many
I thought you said there's
needles
only
are
one
in there?
vial.
2 needles.
2 needles.
1 vial.
2 syringes, 1 vial.
So 2 syringes, 1 vial, and some kind of chart.
So 1 vial, that would be what you would put in the syringe. There's only 1 vial.
He was joking. about stronger,
kidding.
faster.
Oh, okay.
die.
Okay. I was like, what?
That was just me messing with you.
These are real. You have to choose.
Should we show that to Chansey?
Each of you takes one now. Ah!
Maybe Chansey would know what that is. If it's meant to be used on Pokemon and not people?
I don't think this is meant to be used on anybody.
Well, certainly not, but if whoever's using it for nefarious reasons...
Maybe it's medicine.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that it's not medicine.
You don't know that.
Try it?
Can I insight it?
Medicines can make medicine checks.
Yes.
And by that I mean people who are proficient with medicines, and I
Yes.
forgot all of my words.
advantage.
Medicines can look.
Because you have proficiencies.
Yeah, Bentley and Phoebe can.
Yeah.
8.
8?
Come on, Phoebes.
14 with my
14? Bentley, you are entirely certain that this is no kind of medicine you have ever encountered. Phoebe, you are entirely certain of the same thing. These appear to be some manner of toxin that you would not want to ingest under any circumstances.
Okay.
Just the way they're sort of interacting with the glass vial around them, they seem relatively volatile. Specifically, the vial looks as though it's meant to be thrown.
Guys, that looks real gross.
Perfect.
Yeah, medicine's
no
gross
bueno.
sometimes.
No bueno. No, it's toxic.
Okay.
I immediately took a swig and eject both.
This is serious.
So let's get rid of it.
Well, maybe we could use it on Team Rocket.
Or we could keep it and find out what it is from somebody else.
That's true.
I don't want it here.
All right.
Says the guy with Golbat poison.
Yeah,
Right.
As a bomb.
that was
Yeah.
handsome.
It was a gift from a guy that we just met.
Yeah. So it is worth.
Circumstances were totally different.
It is worth
Your
noting.
moral compass is very weird.
I know what this does. I don't know what that does.
It is worth noting the 3 individual substances look distinct from each other.
I think we should keep it. It seems like it could be, I don't know, interesting in the future if we find out what it is.
Just don't let William get his hands on that case
he's not here right now, so he doesn't even
right
know I
now.
have this.
But if he sees something foreign that he would be intrigued by, anyway.
Turns him into a Hulk.
I'm putting it in my bag.
William's just like through the tongue. There you go.
So
melted the primer.
pivoting kind of totally here. Do we want to leave?
I think so, yeah.
Sounds like a good idea. I think we've experienced all that we were going to experience
Yeah.
here.
I mean, worst case scenario, there's someone here that told us or told Team Rocket that we're here, or that
A coinky dink?
For once in
Say
our
worst
journey,
case scenario.
I don't think this was a case of us being here. I think we
Guess
were wrong
what we-
place, wrong time.
You think it was a coinky dink?
Yeah.
Wrong place, right?
what about a Swapski?
There's squeaky dinks, there's swapskis.
This was the former, not the latter.
Why do you think it was a coinky dink?
Because
Gets very serious. Why do you think it was a coinky?
Pulls out a notepad to pen.
I'm waiting.
What do you think?
What's his
tell me
demeanor?
why?
I'm doing a roll check.
You think
I'm
that it was a
interrogating Milo.
coinky dink?
so besides all the facts that the other Battle Pit Pokemon have said they've been here before,
Yeah.
they were ready to fight them.
Yeah.
They were here ready to storm the battle pit. If it was just they're here, I don't
Yeah.
think they would have come as aggressive as they did. But then also when that guy got here with his Crobat and I saw him like see Crash and CJ and he was like, oh, it's you. And if they came here for us, it would be like, oh, well, there he is. Not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
oh, he's here also.
Double price.
Alright.
Alright, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
So
I can
let's
understand where you
leave.
think that is
Yes.
a coinky dink.
I think we should still leave.
Perfect. Let's get out of here.
Coinky dink confirmed. Let's get out.
Well, Wadsworth plan, and then we can.
Well, I mean, we got to grab them anyway, so.
What happened?
He wants to utilize Wadsworth's cognitive prowess to try and see if Eevee can let him know anything about her past. But also, we're just gonna go back and hang with Sudowoodo and Evie and see if they want to hang or not.
I missed all of that. Did you talk about that just now?
You were inside.
I guess you were inside, yeah.
Getting drunk.
I thought this was gonna be like a Men in Black situation. You're gonna wipe the minds of the town.
So am I feeling effects from this
everywhere.
alcohol? Like, at me? Like, am I feeling effects of this alcohol?
We did talk about that.
Okay, I missed that completely.
No, that was actually perfect because you were inside, so you wouldn't have heard that.
I didn't.
And, yeah, and you also didn't. That was method. That was very well done.
Excellent. He's like, I'm not here. My ears have turned off.
It happened.
All right.
To the inn.
Okay. Yeah, you guys make your way back up to Jaden's at the inn. You can see Nancy is currently sat behind the counter. She appears to be knitting something. She doesn't have like thumbs or anything, so it's not going particularly
Like her
well. She's trying-
wool.
Sure, why not? That's weird.
That's weird. I like it.
Why not? She's just knitting out of like her
Crocheting
infinite
herself.
scarf.
Hey, Nancy, are you from here? Around here? No? Okay. I feel like I asked that 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, but I just don't remember. Okay. And I'll go in the room, and with everyone else in the room.
Evie's kind of curled up at the foot of a bed, and Sudowoodo's just sat like holding a twig but asleep. It's like,
Hey, Evie.
she kind of like perks up.
We're gonna try to, well, one, we're gonna get out of here. You know how much you hate it here. But, if you don't mind, my friend Wadsworth here can help us understand where you're from, where your trainer might be. So if you're okay with it and you just think about those two things, where you're from and envision your trainer, Wadsworth can kind of help me see what you're thinking.
Okay. Who would like to roll for Evie?
Not me.
No
That's something
pressure,
I'm gonna
man.
have to roll.
What am I doing?
History
roll
with a
the
+2.
14.
14? Fantastic. Wadsworth,
Yes.
invasive maneuvers.
Invasive maneuvers.
Intelligence check.
Get into Evie's psyche.
Get into Evie's.
I will say your bonus is doubled because your target is willing
Okay.
and actively trying to help you do what you're doing.
Okay. So double my bonus.
Yeah.
Work it.
Natural 20.
Holy shit. Info dump.
Prophecy is true.
So 26 total.
26.
Ow.
Fantastic. Wadsworth will kind of hold out his little
Well, a
fin to you.
seance.
Yeah, he just like grabs onto your arm and then puts his
Pretty sure Wadsworth.
hand. I keep wanting to call it a
Space
paw.
time.
I don't know what does he have hands? I don't know. Wings?
His art does. So.
It's a hand. I
His
guess.
hands. Yeah, so he puts one hand in your hand, the other one on Evie's forehead, and for a moment you're kind of like, all right, this is a little weird. And Evie's like visibly uncomfortable, and then both of their eyes kind of just go, and then you get to see this and nobody else does, but I won't make you leave the room for this because then we would just have to explain it all again. Milo, you and Wadsworth sort of astrally project through Evie's mind because you rolled so dang well. And you watch her past, traveling with you guys in reverse, all the way back up to where you found her in the barn in Mayburn. She's there for several weeks.
Damn.
Just
Wow.
barely getting by, kind of mostly just starving, eating whatever comes through. And then you can see at one point there's someone with a pretty heavy coat on, like urging her to stay quiet, as they like kind of peer out a window, and you can see they see it's clear, and they kind of usher her to move along, and she runs up towards the door, and as the person opens the door, there's a very large beak, and just away they go. And as you're taken even further back, you see Lake Lahana, where you've spent an amount of time, but from a different angle. You can see Evie as a young pup, sat with a young girl, probably in her early teens, just sat down by the dock, and she's holding a blue ribbon that says first place. She like very happily shows it off to Evie, and you feel Evie's pride. She's very happy in this moment. And it takes you back even further, and the two of them are performing on a contest stage, and they're being awarded that blue ribbon. And then you can feel Evie's discomfort, and she starts kind of like shaking you out, and Wadsworth's like, hold on, we can do this, we can go further. And as he takes you even further back, you see the girl's now maybe like 4 or 5, and Evie's just been created, hatched from the egg, as all dogs are. As they're meeting for the first time, you can feel just this like swell of happiness and pride as Evie finally just shakes it off and kind of sends you both back into the present. Evie looks like visibly shaken and like kind of starts to cry, and Wadsworth just goes, "Work," and kind of like wipes the tear away.
I think Milo would start crying.
Yeah, because you get to feel what Evie's feeling. Yeah. So you and Wadsworth are both just like, oh God, what's going on to this?
I would just put my arm around Milo.
What's going on, man?
What are you seeing?
There's nobody to find.
What do you mean?
There's nobody to find.
Well, that's certainly not good news. I'm just really sorry, Evie.
She's just like head buried in the hands, or her paws. See, now it's paws and not hands. She just kind of like walks over to the other corner of the bed and just kind of like sulks for a minute.
I want to go over and pet Evie.
Okay. It's kind of like a Drax pet and Rocket. She looks at you at first, just like, how dare you? And there's like, but don't stop.
Was that the young girl?
Huh?
Sorry, this is for a post-show discussion.
Well,
I'm thinking aloud.
I mean, we don't have to discuss it in front of Evie if you don't want to.
Well, Evie is, as we know, great at doing performances and tricks. Mm-hmm. She did win first place at a contest,
nice.
Which is really awesome. And I think that if no one here is very interested in contests, we should find someone who is, so she can continue her amazing journey as a performer.
To being the champion performer.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Okay. Are we ready to pack up and leave?
Yeah, I guess we just need to know where we're headed. We're gonna continue south, maybe follow up on the letter that Monty delivered in Falchester, or where do you want to go?
Me personally, I was obviously very excited to go to New Tree, but from what Flynn says, sounds like there's a lot of Team Rocket activity north, so it seems...
Also, isn't Toby in New Tree?
Kind of foolish. Yeah, but by the time we got there, I don't know if he'd still be there. But
unless he was waiting.
New Tree is on my bucket list of places to go to.
We'll get there.
But if the Team Rocket activity is to the north, I also see the merits of continuing down to Falchester. So what do you guys think?
I definitely don't want to go north, if that's true.
If what's true? Toby?
Team Rocket's up there.
Oh.
I don't care about Toby. Toby sounds like a dick.
Toby's
That's
worse.
about it.
So you
Team Rocket,
definitely
the
don't want to go
international
north?
terrorist
Definitely
group,
not.
is not as bad.
No, you
said the
don't.
opposite.
No, I don't want to go there.
Oh, okay, you don't.
No.
I thought you said you do.
No, definitely don't.
That's what you said.
Definitely don't want to
I heard don't.
Yeah, I said don't. Definitely don't want to go.
We heard the same thing and you heard the same thing.
Okay. So we're going to Falchester?
Well, what do you think?
I mean, I don't want to go towards Team Rocket.
Oh, we don't have to.
In all fairness, she got arrested in Mayburn. Might not be smart to have Phoebe go back that way.
Well, I mean, we would probably just go around,
Yeah.
not through town, just...
I mean, around, I think on one side was that giant bird. I definitely don't want to see that again.
Yeah, definitely be the other side.
Into the wilds.
Yeah.
I like the idea of going south. We can wrap around. If you guys want to swing home, we can go through Amber Crag and then back up the lake or river.
I'm pretty sure Diego talked about the gym, the port.
Yeah.
Maybe take on that gym challenge, get our minds off of all the craziness.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I definitely want to avoid Team Rocket. It seems south is at least a way to continue to outrun them for now. But staying here definitely doesn't seem like a good idea.
Okay. South it is.
Yes.
I'll call back my team and scoop up Evie. Scoop?
Okay.
Is Sudowoodo awake?
He's still resting, but the twig does sort of fall out of his little twiggy fingers, just land on the ground.
I want to poke Sudowoodo.
Hey, Sudowoodo, we're probably gonna head out. We're going with Evie as well, so if you wanted to travel with us and Evie, you're welcome to come along, but I'm not gonna stick around. Team Rocket just attacked. Don't know if you know who Team Rocket is, but they're bad news, so we're gonna move along if you want to come with. You're welcome to stay here, obviously, but up to you. Alright, well, let's go.
Onward!
He'll kind of like stretch, and you just hear like all kinds of cracking bark and twigs.
That's cool.
Some of his little twiggy fingers kind of like snap on, and he goes.
I don't need those.
It'll grow back.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, if we're going up the ramp, I'm going to get out my skateboard.
Okay.
And be like, all right, Crash,
Just skate uphill.
let's do this, bro.
Let's go.
I'm going to grab onto his tail. And be
Okay.
like, run. Let's go.
Yeah, he'll just start running. Make a dexterity check.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Don't fall. Don't skin your knees.
Dex. Nice, this is 12.
12? Okay. As anyone who has ever ridden any kind of skateboard will tell you, never hit a pebble. It will send you flying.
Never.
And as you're kind of riding up the top, Crash is just like big bounding steps, and you're kind of like, you're going up and down on the board. And you see a pebble coming, and you're like, oh no, and you kind of like swerve out of the way.
Yeah.
But now you're going like left to right.
Oh no! Speed wobbles!
So let's get another one.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Yeah, 14.
Woo!
Right, strong recovery. You're able to get it back on track, and you're kind of moving in rhythm with Crash. As he goes left to right, you're kind of leaning right to left to maintain your center. And he gets you up to the ladder, and then all of a sudden you just sort of stop and slam into his back. And you're like, okay, cool.
That was awesome.
Thankfully, you missed the spines and the sore stun by
Yeah.
just a few inches.
Just gonna say
It's
you're
like-
just gouged.
Meanwhile, I just picture the three of us walking very casually, just watching him do that.
Yeah.
He just runs like all the way up.
I assume he's gonna get a head start since Crash pretty much needs to ride that elevator solo.
Yeah.
That's why I did it. It's like, man,
Yeah.
they're just pointless. They all go together.
Okay. Yeah, so you two will eventually just make your way up the lift. Does anybody else do anything crazy, or you want to just be at the top?
I'm gonna have Monty and Skarmory out as well. Monty just kind of flying around. Skarmory, I know she can't fly very well or at all, but
She heavy.
very well or at all. But she can try, and I'll have her just kind of like walking next to me and like practice flapping your wings, and you gotta flap them though, like up and down.
She starts like running around you as you're going. Just
Nice.
I like the attitude. I
Yeah.
appreciate the attitude.
She's picturing it. First, she's
Yeah.
got to picture it in her mind's eye, and
Yeah.
then
Monty's like flying backwards. He's like this. She's like,
So, Milo, did you find anything else on the Team Rocket fella?
Nope.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I did.
wow.
I was like, I'm not gonna say
It's
anything.
just gonna be like, yeah, $35.
I'm like, that's
didn't mean
your
that.
prerogative.
Yeah, this like sheet of numbers, I don't really understand it. I was probably just gonna throw it away, to be honest.
What? No.
Sheet of numbers.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. Do you know what this is? It's just numbers.
No, let me see.
Here, yeah.
Well, someone might know what it is.
I don't want it.
I'm gonna look at it.
It's a
I hate
bunch of
numbers.
numbers.
Can I crack the code? Do I have the Rosetta Stone?
What are you rolling for?
She's rolling for Rosetta Stone.
Insight.
You're inside checking a sheet of paper.
Yeah.
The code
Investigation.
on said piece of paper.
Investigation. 19.
You've successfully investigated that it is indeed a sheet of paper
Was just numbers.
with a bunch of numbers on it that don't appear to repeat.
They're not arranged like in groups or anything.
No, it's a full sheet of paper with
Yeah.
just digits on every line. All the way
I don't
down.
think we should throw it away.
Okay, then you keep it.
Alright.
You keep it.
I mean,
You guys want to see it?
I agree with you, Phoebe. I think we should hang on to that. We could probably find somebody who would maybe be able to crack the code.
Yeah.
Can Bentley perception check just like the doors and area as we're walking back up the just see if there's anything out of the ordinary that we maybe didn't take stock of when we were coming down the gorge.
The gorge. Yeah, you're just looking at some doors.
Yeah, and just the surroundings, I guess, on the path.
Okay. It would be just see what you perceive.
8.
8. Nothing particularly out of the ordinary.
Fair enough.
A couple of the doors have like welcome mats outside. Some of them have adornments, but nothing too flashy.
Okay.
Do we see Crash's chunky body slowly making its way up the elevator?
Yeah, he's probably like just getting up there, and then the elevator just
Chunky
back
bone.
down.
Well, at least it's still working.
I'll look over the
For
edge.
now.
We did it!
Yay!
I want. How is Baby Skarmory small enough that like Monty could pick her up? With like one
size-wise, yes. Weight-wise, it might be a little tricky depending on Monty's strength score.
Okay, so never mind. I'll get on the elevator and I'll
Got the
have.
mass of a dying star.
It's like she's not gonna weigh down the elevator as much as like Sudowoodo or Craft would.
No, I get
but,
that.
like-
But I wanted Monty to like fly up with her like in his talons so she could like.
He could try. Like it's not
Yeah,
unreasonable,
but
but
there's room for failure, and that's terrifying.
it's low stakes. Unless you're flying like off the.
Well, we're going up with the elevator.
Yeah.
So
Just
at
fly
the
right
top,
above the elevator.
Yeah, but then I can't like be. No, I don't want to. So, I will put Evie
Fly or
down.
die.
I'll put Evie down, and then I'll have Baby Skarmory hop on my arm and like kind of right outside the elevator a little bit, just so you're like, all right, look out that way, and like pretend you're flying up. You gotta flap your wings, and then have Monty on the outside, like showing like flap your wings. At the same time, both your wings. There you go. Almost getting there. Up. You're doing so good. Great job.
And Monty's just like,
Great job.
what?
It's like she's not flying. Why are you saying that?
Why would you praise her? This is not success.
I am the one who flies.
And then I'll just look at Monty and just go, "You." There was a point when you couldn't fly either, buddy. You
just goes,
gotta remember.
He's like, we don't talk about that time.
Those are the before 4 times.
Yeah.
We also don't mention the 2 weeks where we just had no feathers.
It's a monster.
God, that's a terrible image.
The
You have
time lapse of
pictures?
the hatched parrot.
You have pictures you just keep as blackmail. You're like,
I'm not doing that. Oh yeah.
Don't show them. It's embarrassing.
No.
So we'll get to the top, and then I'll send it back down, and then while we wait up there with CJ and Crash, she'll have me, Monty, Evie, and Skarmory just practice our wing movements together. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to go next, Phoebe?
yeah. Yes. I'm going.
By all means.
2 dads on the team.
Yes.
Rather entertaining.
The little Skarmory just starts running around Crash like. Crash is just like, what is this? What are you doing?
Hey, can you put your leg all the way down and see if Skarmory can run up your spikes and like jump off your head?
He'll flip his tail around and put his tail down.
Yeah. She just goes and just kind of like runs up and then gets to his head and goes and just sits on his head.
Crash is fine with it.
Bring it down like a little bit, like a foot. Is that enough? Will you jump off it?
She looks down and she goes,
do a little bit more.
No.
it gets lower and lower to the ground and she goes,
How far off the ground is it?
it's maybe like a foot and a half.
Crash is gonna kind of go.
Make a strength check for Baby Skarmory.
Oh my.
Fly or
Got
die.
this.
16.
Oh, dang.
She closes her eyes and goes, and it's like 2 inches above the ground, but it's flitting.
Yay! Good job.
It's just flying. She's like, what do I do? What do I do?
Good
I don't
job.
fall.
Trial by Crash. Just do it.
Come on. You're not even off the ground.
I figured if I kept getting lower and she's like, okay, he would just pull it back to the top.
And reset.
As soon as she jumps. Ah, no! Good job.
She's now like barely flying, and then she just starts flying in a circle around Crash. Just,
Wow.
Nice. Look at you go. And then I'll run alongside with Monty. We'll both like flap our wings.
Crash is like, okay.
now you know
I
how
get it,
Dylan
guys.
came to be. Yeah, as the elevator reaches the top with whoever else is coming up next, we see a flying Baby Skarmory. And Milo inexplicably going, yeah, you're doing it!
You've done
They
it.
fly in a circle around Crash, who's just like, should I trip him?
Maybe.
Do I not trip him?
Do it.
A 16 dex save for Milo on the tripped tail.
Yeah, you just see Crash suddenly just whips his tail out and you're like, nope, jump over it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I knew he was gonna do it at some point.
I will, however, stop and just watch and try to see if I can like direct Skarmory like around other circles.
Okay. She goes from flying around Crash and she starts flying around your legs. She's still very low to the ground, but she's still flying.
She's flying.
I know, isn't this awesome?
Dang.
And then she flies over to Phoebe and is just,
Dang. Oh, dang.
just in a
Look
circle.
at you.
She's just like,
Flapping so hard.
Just wait for Bentley.
okay. Yeah, as Bentley makes his way up to the top, Baby Skarmory's starting to get tired. She's like,
You can land if you want.
she's like, how? Explain how.
Here,
I've made it this
just,
far.
just put your feet on my glove, and then I'll just keep moving it as they get closer, just all the way to the ground.
Okay, and she'll like sink her talons into your glove, and it's finally like,
No, like I wanted to pull it away, like so
Okay.
she lands on the
yeah,
ground.
she starts to get to you. She's like, just closer to your glove as you pull it away, and you're like back here now. You're like, no, still no. She's like, I'll get there, and then finally she does just collide with the ground.
She doesn't land it. She stumbles.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Made his first flight,
Great job. You did great.
and then she just starts running again.
Well, I guess you weren't that tired.
And then Bentley, you will arrive at the top
With
of the
Sudowoodo.
elevator. Oh yeah, with a substantial amount of creaking wood.
Yeah, well, it's just Bentley and Sudowoodo, so it's not.
No, Sudowoodo is hefty.
Well, yeah, but Bentley is discernibly not, and has egg, but I can't imagine the egg weighs all that much.
No, the big issue is the fake woodman.
Fair.
Are you guys ready to start heading south?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Start walking.
Okay.
Let's head southward.
You're headed to Folchester.
Yeah.
Okay. The route to Folchester, as you have learned from numerous different sources, is very much dependent on the whims of the sea breezes.
Yes.
If the weather at sea is fair, then the journey down there is no bigs, no problem at all. if the weather at sea is foul, it tends to blow off of the mountains that are to the west and just sort of create this almost cyclone effect in there, making it very difficult for all things airborne to stay in that state.
I want to send out Evinrude.
Okay.
Hey, Evinrude, it could be difficult to fly around here due to weather, and I wanted to maybe give you a little bit of a trial and see if you can stay afloat. And if you're having trouble, just let me know, and I can call you back, and we can maybe gauge the weather that way too.
Okay, yeah. He will oblige. He will attempt to fly.
Alrighty.
As of right now, no bigs.
Cool.
No crazy windstorms going on, but you guys are maybe a couple hundred yards outside Hillmouth.
Alright, I also want to send out Mortar, just give him more props from the Team Rocket battle. Hey, Mortar.
He hits the field and he's glowing. He's like,
What's up, bud? I just wanted to say how proud of you I am for the Team Rocket battle and going after that Team Rocket guy, even though I was pretty terrified that you decided to do that, because if you got captured, I'd be really upset. But, yeah, good job. You did good.
I'm a little skeptical to suggest this because it's never ended the way we thought, but I kind of feel like we should see if there's any food or berries so we can have dinner for tonight. But literally every time we've tried to do that, it results in not that.
What are the conditions of this path other than the weather being dictated by ocean storms?
it is mountainous to the west. Out to the east, you can see a relatively clear path to the coast. So you guys can, way off in the distance, you can see the ocean on the horizon.
But is there like a stream or river or a lot of trees, or is it mostly just
It's essentially flat land, and that's why the weather can change so quickly, is there's nothing to stop all those ocean breezes from just rolling in.
Gotcha.
And all of a sudden just whew.
Did you bring a little chef, or are you going to be a little chef today?
I'm going to be medium chef today.
Who's large chef?
Chef.
Well, not yet.
Oh, love interest. Would be large chef for some reason.
All right, you weirdo.
Evinrude, do you want to try and find some things that we could maybe cook up? If you want to find something for you, you can go for it, but maybe berries or veggies, something?
He will flit away.
Veggies.
Off he goes.
Be careful of the weather.
Away he goes.
Yeah, should we?
Do I need a roll for him?
Should we
Yeah,
make a brief pit stop
like a
and
non-thought
search for
based
food for a
perception.
second?
So Evinrude's off looking for stuff.
Yes.
Anybody else doing anything special? It's still pretty early afternoon. You guys haven't killed a ton of time.
Yeah, I want to.
We just
walking.
the latest.
Are we just chilling here?
Yeah.
Walking?
No, we're
For a bit?
walking.
We're still moving along
Yeah,
as you guys are checking?
Just a slow pace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just kind of. I don't want Monty to go out of.
View.
Yeah, but to scout out for some berries.
Birds.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's a few small bushes laying around, as you guys have seen. This, it's not too different from the environment where you guys fought the Atkinses.
All right, well, I'll call out Chicky Baby in that case and have her do the same.
Okay. Yeah, she'll hit the field. She's sick. Grass and junk.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'll send Howl with her too, since they explored the swamp together at one point.
Yeah.
Since we're casually strolling,
interest.
I'm gonna have Sage come out, create a little swing with his vines, and then put Pichu in the vines.
Okay.
And let her swing.
How cute.
They're both delighted by this
Yeah.
fact. They're just Pontiki just has this huge smile on her face. She makes that sound that only Pikachus and Pichus can make. That's super high pitched. Only dogs can hear.
Do it.
I can. I know my limits, and I stay within it. Evinrude, after a while, unless you guys want to do anything specific while you're walking,
No.
Evinrude will return with 2 small-ish coconuts.
That's impressive.
He's struggling. He's a African or
Not as
European
impressive as
Yama. Isn't he like gigantic though?
He is large, but good work, Evan Rude.
You bang.
You can drop those to me if you're having trouble.
I PC'd him.
Do I have to roll to catch him?
Because you're Bentley, yes.
Nice.
Because
I like that
because you
explanation.
asked, yes.
I like it. I like it.
What is Dex?
Dexter.
I take the coconuts, but do I have to roll to catch them?
13.
Well,
Hey, you were able to catch the coconut.
Nice.
Like,
Bentley
yeah.
with a moment of.
Yeah, those are some pretty good catches. You normally suck at that sort of stuff.
Thanks, CJ. Just super proud of himself. Like, yeah, I did it. Looks like we got coconuts, Milo. Don't know where Evan found those, but seems like maybe we're going somewhere tropical.
Yeah, we'll keep walking for now.
Okay. Yeah.
Waiting on the other 3.
Montgomerys will return with a beery, an orange beery.
Nice.
He's done it.
It fits in one of his talents. It's not particularly remarkable, but
Good job, bud.
he's got it.
Good job, bud.
I want Evan Root to try for
3 coconuts.
try to do Bug Buzz again since he was less than successful in the Team Rocket battle.
Ooh. Okay. He succeeds. He throws out an array of sonic little bug-shaped hologram things. They fly out from in front of him, make a horrible racket, and then they kind of get swept up in the breeze, and they kind of fly away from the mountains.
Whoa, that was awesome, Evan Root. How'd you do that? Good work, bud. Could have maybe used that in a battle, but that was very well done. That was awesome. Proud of you. I don't know what was more impressive, flying with 2 coconuts or that, but good work.
It was definitely that.
Flying with 2 coconuts.
How are Chicky Baby and Hal doing?
They seem to be having just a grand old time walking down the path together.
Nice.
Haven't found anything yet?
They seem to be distracted by each other's company.
Oh.
Oh.
She's inching ever slightly closer.
Theirs is a forbidden love, like a fin in the flame.
She gets too close because
They must never touch.
Looks like our Pokemon are hitting it off over there.
Cheeky Baby will,
Alright.
Just like a creepy half smile.
Howl will laugh. They kind of like cackle and chirp to each other.
Can Bentley do a perception check?
no.
Certainly. For anything in particular, or just what is around?
Well, so the mountains are to our west, but I'm assuming that they're like
Are to
pretty
your west.
far off to the west.
a little
or
ways,
no?
yeah.
Okay, a little ways. And then mostly it's just
More than a mile.
like grassland and shrubbery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I just want to search around, see if there's any flora, fauna.
Flana
Yes.
and Fora.
What do you need from me, boss?
A perception check. You want to perceive, you gotta perceive.
Check. Boom. Oh, 13.
13. You hear a bit of rustling in a bush.
Uh-oh.
Do you guys see that?
No.
Always a rustling in a bush. What's it this time?
Oh, that?
Yeah,
It's like a
rustling
very,
bush.
very soft rustling in the bush. Then you hear bark, bark.
Definitely heard that. Did you hear that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
What?
Bark, bark.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You heard it again.
That's what it sounded like.
Okay.
But it's CJ this time.
How do you catch it?
That was funny.
CJ barked back.
I like that noise. I don't know, but I liked it.
Bark, bark.
Bark, bark.
Emery, you want to go check that out?
Bark, 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 bark. And everyone's like, no. No. You don't pay me enough for that. What is that? It's like, that could be anything.
Mortar, do you want to go check that out?
Or it's like, no.
I'm just gonna do it back to it.
Yeah. A creature that you guys have seen before, a small Snubbull, comes like crashing out of the bush. And bark, 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 bark.
This guy, he gets it.
I didn't know you could speak Snubbull.
I just found out myself.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
kind of waddles closer to you. Bark, bark, bark. Bark, 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 bark. Bark, bark, bark.
Wow, this guy's fun.
Bark, 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 bark.
Hey, friend.
Bark, bark, bark.
Do you know if there's any like berries or food nearby? We're gonna cook dinner. Would you like some?
Bark, bark.
Bark.
Is that a yeah? You know where food is?
Does it,
I'm lost on this one.
does
I'm not
it,
getting
does it
anything.
look like a normal run-of-the-mill Snubbull, or is it like...
Given the one other Snubbull that you have seen, probably. There's nothing like particularly crazy about this thing. Just a small pink dog. With an incredible jawline.
Yeah.
hefty underbite?
Yeah.
It's kind of like drooling all over.
I'm gonna go bark, bark, and scratch him under the chin.
Snubbull, Milo's gonna ask you some questions. Bark twice for yes. Twice for yes, once for no. Okay? Can you do that? Assuming that's a
7.
Yeah.
Is that like 6 yeses and a no, or?
Probably.
Is there something in the bush rustling anymore? Or he just came out?
Seems to have been it.
Okay. Maybe he's like defending some pups or I don't know. Like being weird.
Is it a him? Can we tell?
Doesn't seem aggressive.
We gotta do our classic genital check.
Yeah. Evie, there's another dog.
She looks like very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm holding her.
That's
close.
about what I expected.
I'll hold her close.
Who else is out? I know Crash is out.
Howl's out.
and
Chicky
Ebony
Baby.
Baby.
Howl and Hornet.
Podticky's in a swing made by Sage.
The Sage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll throw out a growl now.
Okay.
Dog friend. Bark, bark.
And they start communicating with each other.
Oh, nice.
Do a series of barks, woofs, and yips.
I wonder what they're saying.
Yeah.
If only we
Wadsworth?
had a dog Pokemon in the group. They could tell us what they're saying.
Wadsworth getting his mind.
Why? We don't know what he's. I don't want to invade his brain.
Snubbull tries to bite Howl. He just walks up and goes,
Not growl? How?
What?
not growl.
Okay.
Howl.
Over by Chikorita?
That's a 22.
Why did Growl do that? Why do you tell him to bite me?
Why do you think he told him to bite you?
Because they communicated and then he ran over and tried to bite him.
That is 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh, maybe Growl was trying to tell him not to do it.
Why are you hey buddy, nice to meet you. Don't bite my brother.
No, like maybe he was saying he's like, I want to bite that guy.
It was definitely
like, no, he's
go
my
mess with my
brother. Don't
brother.
do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
He bites into Howl and then just goes and just starts walking away. Heads over back to Growl. And Growl just goes and they go back to communicating.
Maybe you did tell him to do that.
And Howl just
so
looks over, he's
sure.
like, the heck, man?
That really hurt.
Yeah.
Hal, if you wanna tackle back, I approve.
You wanna roll it?
Sure.
Go for it.
He'll try to do an Ember
Snubbull.
for a 19 to hit.
Oh yeah, that is.
It's like a nonchalant.
Just two fire damage.
2 fire damage? Okay.
So
Yeah,
one shot.
the little ember hits him just like right in the back. He goes. He seems to be very much upset.
Oh, dang.
And he runs right back over.
Oh my gosh.
He runs right back over to you and tries to bite you again. That's a 16 to hit.
God, yep.
That is
This is not good.
6 and also 3, so 9. 9 points.
Legit.
And just bites right back into him.
Chicky Baby at this point is gonna throw some vines at this thing's face.
Okay.
Try
Yeah.
to rip him and be like, "Whoa, man!
It took out
calm
her
down."
boyfriend.
Don't mess with my boyfriend,
Hal
man.
will try to bite him back as well.
Cool.
Oh man.
Ooh, chicken baby.
Are we flanking him?
Chicken baby.
Chicky Baby got a dirty 20.
Chicky Baby got a dirty 20?
Hal got a 12.
Okay. Hal, you barely missed. Chicky Baby, you hit by a bunch.
Nice.
Dirty 20 is beyond sufficient.
Oh. 8. 8 damage.
Wow. Okay. It's another big hit to this thing. And it drops to like a lower register. And it seems to be just getting progressively darker pink. It seems very upset.
It's pretty cool. This guy's pretty cool.
Oh no.
And it runs back over to Hell and just goes. And Hell's like,
I want to be part of this.
none of this. And then
Back
he'll
to
run back
Growl.
over. Yeah. No, he runs over to Hell, who
Growl.
who's been talking to, communicates. And you're confusing me. Stop it. Yes. I haven't straightened my head. And he runs back over to Hal, and he will try to bite you one more time with a 7. He's no good this time. You can hear the clacking of jaws together, and just like it's like foaming at the mouth almost as Growl's just like, stop, dude.
Am I allowed to
Calm
have
down.
Sage? Can Sage do grassy terrain without engaging in battle?
I mean, that depends.
Just like in the vicinity?
If you,
Enough to get into to touch Howl?
You could, yeah.
Yeah.
If you put down the grass,
Yeah.
yeah, Snubbull will take damage from him. He'll be very upset.
But like touching Howl, so Howl can regain.
Hal can regain.
He's gonna be very upset.
It's up to you.
He's already upset. Do you see him?
Yeah. He sees
Upset with the grass.
Yeah,
though.
he sees the grass growing.
He's
He turns
holding
over and he
on.
sees Sage. Do you do it?
Yeah.
Alright, it happens. Snubbull takes grassy terrain damage. And Howl will regain his HP. And then Snubbull will attempt to bite Sage.
It's 2d4, right? But how? Or Snubbull just went.
There's really no initiative.
There's no
here.
initiative.
We haven't rolled anything. We're all just kind of standing
Snubble's just
around
running
watching
around.
this happen.
Okay.
Snubbull's gonna move in to tackle Sage.
Okay.
Let's go for a play rough. That is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
That is
Multiple dice in hand.
9, 10, 12, 13, 14 points of bludgeoning damage as Snubbull just tackles Sage to the ground.
Yeah.
Hal's gonna follow up with another bite.
Okay, I need Sage to make a Constitution check to maintain grassy terrain.
Oh, snap.
Howl is pissed.
So close.
6.
Yeah.
6. Grassy terrain fades. Sage drops concentration. The word on the street is that Howl hits like a truck.
Yeah, he got a crit.
Oh.
So
Howl's pissed. Kill him.
20 damage.
20. Snubbull is lights out. Howl just runs up from behind. What's he doing?
Bite.
Bite. Yeah, he just runs up and just sinks his teeth into the Snubbull, like right behind the neck, and the Snubbull just goes.
Whoa.
And
Dang.
Howl just goes.
Alright.
Shakes him around a little bit and then drops him on
You
the
gotta
ground.
let him have a moment.
Yeah,
He did
that's
bite
fair.
him.
And then Pontiki runs
3
up
times.
and like kind of like pats Sage on the head and then goes and kicks the Snubbull.
Yeah. 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 Take that.
Good boy, Hal.
This thing was no joke.
No,
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Hal.
Yeah, didn't hate that thing's energy. It's pretty awesome. I mean, I don't know why he just did that, but it seems like Growl may have told him to, so I don't know what's going on there.
Growl, are you telling him to do
Just
that?
kind of like paused nervously in the dirt. He's like,
A little sibling rivalry over Chicky Baby, I think.
Maybe. Oh boy. Oh.
does Hal Growl? That's up to you.
We'll
Hal
see.
feeds more off of your energy. Growl feeds more off of
We'll see if he noticed it.
Okay.
Notice what?
It would be a 12. If that was subtle enough.
That's up to you.
I don't think so. In his howling of celebration,
Okay.
he wasn't really observing everybody.
All right. Growl's secret is safe.
I noticed it. I for sure noticed
He kind
it.
of paws the ground and then just sulks behind CJ's legs, just like.
I would kind of flick him on the head and be like, bro, I get it, but that's not cool.
Sorry, I didn't know he was gonna bite him that hard. It's hard.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna talk to Growl and be like, did you like that guy though? I mean, I kind of like that guy.
We can carry him to dinner and feed
Yes,
him
and
with
roast
us
him
and
on a spigot.
not eat him for dinner, but
Wow.
eat dinner with us.
Yes, we're having him for dinner.
No.
Milo has like
But
ritualistic
As,
meal ready
as,
for us.
as someone was thinking, maybe we should see where he came from and make sure he wasn't like protecting anything.
Okay.
I mean, there's something else in the bush. Can we check the bush? Something's gonna happen.
You check the bush.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Look at the bush.
bush. Yeah.
Look at the bush.
My
Look at
investigate
the- look at-
bush,
look at the
or am I looking-
Yeah, even though it's gonna be
You can
bad.
investigate or perceive.
Look at the George W. Bush.
15.
Okay. You find 2 mostly destroyed tennis balls and just a bunch of stuffing.
Wow.
What if it was a baby one?
Hey, CJ, this is what this guy's up to.
Sounds like he's having fun.
Eating balls.
Yep.
I mean, if you want to catch it, CJ, feel like now's your opportunity.
I mean, he's definitely knocked out, so it'd be easiest.
Yeah.
I kind of want to.
Well, now's your chance.
Any objections?
Get
Do it.
Very CJ Pokemon.
Pokeball. That's an 8. Right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Double zeros and 8?
Yeah.
He's knocked out.
inexplicably.
I thought it was
Ball has no effect. It just.
How many do you
the
have?
unconscious
Weird.
Snubbull hits the
I
ground.
have the amber ball that I've been waiting to use on Crash left. That is all that I have.
What just failed?
The Pokeball that I had.
Here, I'll take it and toss you one of mine.
You catch
Thanks.
CJ. What?
Different set.
You try again? Try again?
47.
47. Now it works.
Hey, thanks, man. I'll throw you the other Pokeball.
Thank you.
All your Pokeballs begin to
Did it swap scheme?
Oh no!
And not a Goinky Dink?
I'm gonna send the Ekans.
Okay. Ekans is gone.
Bye.
Into the sky.
Peace.
You now have a Snubbull.
Snubbull that you can
Wow.
bark,
Catch a
communicate
Pokemon.
with.
Yeah, you do. You're on
Rah, rah, rah.
That just keeps happening.
I'm very excited for
a lot of art.
Growl's Snubbull maniacness.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be great.
Cool. New team member.
You're the brown new dad of Snubbull.
Yay.
Good work, CJ.
Thanks.
Props to you for adopting.
Adopt, don't shop.
Catch, don't. Whatever the alternative would be.
Steal.
There you go.
Hey.
Hey, it works. Hey,
You want to
hey.
grab one of his tennis balls?
He's reformed.
It's just drool covered, gross.
yeah.
Tennis
I'm
ball.
gonna take both of them.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. The pieces of both of them.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, keep moving. Do you guys want to set up camp soon?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to cook us some food, feel like we should maybe set up camp a little earlier than we maybe would have otherwise.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to find a spot that's maybe more shielded from
The wind?
wind if it starts to kick up.
Yeah, is there like any sort of cliffside or...
Phoebe
Large
or
tree.
CJ, you could make a nature check if you'd like.
Large
Kind of
tree.
approach.
Large
Do it, Phoebes.
tree. What is this?
+4.
Nature.
Nature.
Where's my nature? Oh, there it is. 18.
Nice. Full screen.
I am one with nature.
Roopy dude. That's a good one.
Lick my fingers,
the
stick
name
it in
of
the
the
air.
So you
Where's
got
it coming from?
18. CJ's goggling salt water. In the meantime,
Listening to Mother Nature.
Phoebes, you are relatively certain that some strong winds are on the horizon. Due to your upbringing in Bluefinland, that's canon. You're relatively convinced that some sort of strong winds might be blowing through, and that it would be best to kind of route your camp near-ish to some kind of already existing structure, such as perhaps a mountain,
Cliffside.
that you might have a better place to just hope that the wind would just pass over you as part of the mountain and not just send you flying into the air.
Guys, the winds are brewing. We gotta take shelter.
You can tell all of that?
Yeah.
It feels like super calm to me.
I stuck my finger in the air.
She licked it first, though.
Yeah, I know what's up.
It's a big.
She ate a little bit of dirt, and then it's like the winds are changing.
That's also part of it.
What do you suggest?
Some kind of cover. Something to protect us.
Like a big tree.
Big tree,
Cliffside?
cliffside, big mountain,
Well, we have a big tree. And there's a mountain over there.
big boy cook.
Ooh, big shit.
Hey
I'm
there,
just a
big
medium
chef.
chef, guys.
Hey there, big chef. Hold up.
I feel like getting close to the cliffside might be the best. I don't know that Sudowoodo could shield all of the wind.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, let's see if
He takes a big draw from his pipe.
Yeah, he does. It's too chill.
Let's see if we can spot a cliffside.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to the cliffside.
Can we spot a cliffside anywhere near?
Yes, you guys are about a mile off from the mountain.
That's not too far.
Let's do that.
Okay.
You're not too far off the Umbrella Sierras.
It's close.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll find a little like nook or cranny that we could.
So yeah, let's go over there and start setting them. You guys want to start building some tents? I'll start cooking some food. Mm-hmm. Okay. Can I have those coconuts?
Coconut.
Thank you.
Ow.
Where did you?
Yeah, Bentley was doing a little role playing over there.
Yeah, that was.
Blimey.
So I'm gonna have Monty and Skarmory with me, and we're gonna be cooking. I'm gonna ask Skarmory to see if she can steel wing the coconut.
Okay.
Cut it up.
Go for it. Go for it, kid. Roll it up.
One more time.
To hit
Crack
or
that
just
coconut.
Gotta do the move again.
To hit. She a
Do
baby.
the move. No.
She can miss.
10.
10.
We didn't do that.
Okay. That is sufficient to hit an unmoving coconut. But can she crack it?
7 damage.
7 damage?
On a 2d4.
She brings the wing down. She does like this big swooping chop. She's like, I did it! And the coconut just goes,
So it's like halfway cut.
like barely. She puts a crack in the top.
Oh, man. Try one more time.
Roll again. Scared.
Oh!
Not to be outdone. It's like this coconut is no match.
So that'd be 12. No. Yeah, 12 damage.
12 damage? Yeah. Seeing that the first attempt was ineffective, she kind of just like cracks it a little bit and just goes whack and just perfectly in half.
Beautiful. Great job.
Sky Marie!
And I will let her take a little sip of the milk that's inside. Just a little bit. Alright, that's good. We gotta cook with the rest.
She follows where you go. She's like, that was really good. Just like one more.
Well, that works because she likes sweet things. So I will pour
It's canon!
I
She
will
likes sweet things.
pour the stuff in. I'm cutting up the berry, putting it in there. Got some
So what I do is made a coconut puree.
yeah, just put some seasonings in there.
After setting up my tent, I'll like start digging out where we can make like a bonfire, so it's not
Okay.
like where the wind could get to it.
Build a little pit in the ground.
Yeah, a little fire pit.
And then I'm gonna have them kind of like cut up the innards of the coconut so we can get some shavings in there as well.
Okay. Coconut
Make up a
shavings.
nice sweet dish.
Okay. You make a dish?
Yes.
Make a fine dish.
So I'll keep cooking while you guys do camp things. If there's any other camp things you wanted to do.
Doing camp stuff.
Camp stuff.
Camping it up in the camp stuff.
Camp stuff. Camping it up.
Keep doing camp stuff.
So I'll
Add it to the
I'll come dish a little ration to everybody.
Okay.
I'm assuming everyone has like their team members out and stuff.
Yes.
And we'll be sitting around the fire and just, here you go, everybody. I just want to thank everyone for that battle. That was absolutely nuts. Cheers.
Yeah.
Tots in.
That's in.
Tots in. Sizzle on 3.
1, 2, 3, sizzle.
Oh, that's what we should have done. That was so much
Beast.
better.
Yeah, that was way better.
Damn it. Let us know. Give us a heads up.
Said sizzle on 3. I thought you guys were
I thought you were gonna sizzle.
That was pretty obvious to me.
Me and Ben just said sizzle. How stupid are we?
Sizzle on 3. Sizzle!
Oh, what you did was way cooler.
And I'll also give a little cup to Evie and go, here, this is for you.
She'll slowly eat.
That's it. Would
Does he even
He's
want some?
smoking his tree. He's
you
fine.
can offer it. I'm
Do you
just
want
saying.
some pseudo?
I'm just saying. He's our guest.
Cheers.
He's producing cups from everywhere.
You're all
Cups
about
of
this
coconut
hospitality, and you just ignored the ancient pseudo-wudo.
No, I was meaning when I said everybody, I gave some to everybody, but then I was paying special attention to Evie, is what I meant.
Did you give any to Bark Bark?
Yeah, I gave him that.
Passed out, just.
Just asleep on the ground.
Yeah.
You can lift his head up and give him some. Here, feed him some, buddy, please.
He just, as he's barking, he just like inserts the food and a bunch of it just goes flying everywhere.
Cookie monster.
It's like a wood chipper.
Love that.
Cookie monster.
That's incredible.
It's a very clear image.
It's fantastic.
He just sits down and starts chewing on whatever the food was in.
All right, well, there's one less bowl.
I'm gonna produce one of the balls and be like, yeah, I took these. Here, chew on this instead. Good.
Just has like one in each cheek, just chewing away.
Cool.
He's loud.
So, yeah, I'm gonna tell my team, Phoebe's concerned. She thinks there's a strong wind coming. Monty, I'm sure you experienced maybe some of them on your flight. So tonight, just for safety, I'll have you guys sleep in your Pokeballs.
Bang on the hatches.
I don't know how you guys want to divvy up watch, but I could take first watch. I'm still pretty wired from that Snubbull encounter and the Team Rocket battle, so I'm not really tired.
I'll take morning again.
I'll do middle of the night then.
Enjoy your watch. I'm gonna hit the hay a little early. I don't know if you guys are going to bed yet, but
Yeah.
Dirt.
I sure am tired.
I mean, I guess I probably should if I'm gonna be up in the middle of the night.
Beans on first watch.
Bean.
You doing anything fancy?
Yeah, so Bentley's gonna have a stroke of lightning in a brain blast and go rifling through his backpack and find at the very bottom, like tucked into one of the sides, just a blank notebook.
Oh.
With a
Where did
pen.
that come from?
He's just gonna take a moment and start like jotting down notes, but at the top of the first page on his notebook, he's gonna write Laris regional forms.
Okay.
And he's just gonna start jotting down notes, starting with CJ's Ekans and like writing down like Poison Dark with like a question mark, and then just writing down like essentially evidence for what he thinks is happening, like Psywave from Gleek having no effect on the Ekans when it tried to attack it, and Wadsworth not being able to use psychic powers on it, the like gross dark thing that took over all the Pokemon, and then also writing like the Rattatas in Xantha, like a question mark, like whether that was like similar or the same thing, and then writes down the same with the Ekans that was maybe part grass from it taking more damage from Mortar's fire and Rose's ice, respectively, and then Maestro with not being ice Sneasel that he usually is, and then the Hoot Hoot that was like more white coloration, didn't really know what type it was, but maybe it was like knowing that it was different than what a normal brown Hoot Hoot would look like. And then by the end of like jotting down all of these notes, he'll write down Manny, and with like the notes underneath it, because Pontiki in the battle was able to hit the Shadow with electric type moves, which Bentley would know would not work on a ground type. But anyway, just like writing down the Laris regional forms and how like the Shadow kind of recoiled from the spell tag when Bentley tried to give it to it, and like how the spell tag was kind of used to ward away spirits, and the Shadow being a spirit, he's kind of coming to the conclusion that Manny is ground ghost. And then he's gonna send out Manny and Mortar.
Manny and Mortar.
And hey guys, I've been thinking about some things, and I wanted to try something real quick. Gonna have to trust me on this, because I want Mortar to try and, yeah, he's gonna try and do that, Manny, very good. You got the right idea. He's gonna try and punch the Shadow. And I want Mortar to try and mock punch the Shadow behind Manny and see if it does anything.
Okay. Roll for mock punch.
Okay.
Pop out.
11.
As he goes to punch the Shadow, just kind of splits around his fist and comes back together when he recoils.
Mortar, try that again. 12.
Okay.
Slightly better.
Same deal. As he punches the Shadow, just recoils to the side, and then Manny just goes Punches Mortar.
Watch this, Manny. It's pretty cool. Mortar, one more time. Do it. There it is. 23.
Yeah, once again.
And then it just confirms to Bentley that Manny is part ghost type with the shadow.
He's part God.
Yeah, pretty much.
You cannot harm him.
All right, thanks, Mortar. That was no fault of yours. Feel like it's just
Mortar's like,
the same.
what's wrong with me?
Do you remember what happened with the Ghastlies and Xantha, where you weren't able to punch them really with the Mach Punch? Just not going to be able to bludgeon Shadow. You could probably do that to Manny. I'm not going to have you do that. But
Manny will run up to Mortar, just go punch him in the leg, and Mortar's like, why?
yeah, he does the same thing to me, buddy.
Why?
I know.
He'll stand between both of you and go punch both of you.
All right, I'll pick up Manny and put him in the satchel so he can just chill.
Okay.
And then
He does not chill. But he's in the satchel.
But in any case, that will confirm some of Bentley's suspicions, and he'll have jotted down a whole bunch of notes about Laris forms, or...
You still have the spell tag on the satchel?
Yes.
The shadow does not join Manny in the satchel.
Okay.
The shadow will instead kind of dance in the firelight below Mortar.
Cool. All right, and I'll just do like perception to see what's going on around the camp. I don't know how you want me to do that, whether it's the...
Perceive. Look
with your special eyes.
8.
You don't see anything, but you do just begin to hear the faint howling of the winds.
Okay. Seems like we might have a long night ahead of us, guys. It seems like a storm might be kicking up.
Having not seeing anything other than hearing the wind, not seeing any threats, Bentley will just...
The only threat here is you.
Just finish up jotting down his notes and then call back his Pokemon and wake up CJ.
Manny will reluctantly go back in the Pokemon.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Wake.
Your turn for watch, bud.
I'm awake. Okay.
This seems like the winds are starting to kick up a little bit, so...
Love wind. So excited to do watch right now.
I do not like wind, so I'm gonna go to bed.
That was sarcastic. I was being sarcastic.
I know, but...
I don't care. I'm going to bed.
Hate wind.
Not Bentley's problem.
Okay. You awaken.
I am awakened.
You're like, good midnight, everyone.
Hello, fine people of nowhere. All right, well, I'm gonna have Crash with me
Okay.
right now.
Yes, as you two emerge from your sleeping tent, you're immediately just hit by some winds. It's a cool breeze. It smells a little salty.
Probably like that, don't you? Salty crocodile.
Crash is just like,
Yeah. Yeah. So I am curious as to whether or not you're still in a Pokeball. I think we should find out. Alright, well, I'm gonna produce the Amber Ball from my backpack.
produce!
That big battle, you didn't really do that great.
He's like,
Whoa.
Yeah, but alright, you know you didn't do that well.
he whips you with his tail.
Okay.
Just enough.
That just confirms it. So I don't want a situation to arise where you die. So I think it'd be smart to have you in a Pokeball. I will never keep you in the Pokeball, just as a death precaution. You cool with that?
He just looks at you and goes,
Yeah, shut up. I'm gonna try and catch him with the Amber Ball that I have.
okay, throw it away.
He needs a 0 for that to succeed.
51.
51. As you produce the Amber Ball and you tap it on Crash's nose. Nothing happens.
That's what I thought. So you still think you're in the other Pokeball from your previous owner? I know you're not in the Pokeball, but
He's
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't think so.
What?
Unless you're in there with me.
Don't exist.
Just starts freaking out.
It's real existential. It's real bad.
All right.
Takes a hit of the pipe and just like, what?
Since that didn't work, I'm gonna pull out the steel ball, as Milo so poignantly named it.
Oh, snap.
Okay.
And I'm gonna think real hard about whether or not I know exactly what this does.
Okay. Do you want to make one more history check?
I do really want to make one more history check.
Okay.
Do you have inspiration?
I think I do, but I don't remember if I used it or not, so I feel like I shouldn't use it because I don't know if I have it.
I feel like you had an 8.
I thought you said you used it in the Wadalonga gym and you were like, there was no point because.
No,
that was him.
Oh.
I don't think I've used it, but I don't remember. So I feel like at this point,
I'm pretty sure you have the big die.
Do it.
Yeah, it's there.
I have an inspiration.
Have you ever rolled it?
I don't think so.
Have you ever rolled inspiration?
Do it.
Is that something that you've tracked or no?
I'm pretty positive you have
get
not.
back.
I don't think I have either, but
I'm relatively certain that you have inspiration.
Yes.
It feels cheap.
But you have to decide now.
No, yeah.
Enough so that
if I'm gonna use it,
now you may.
Huh?
If I'm gonna use it?
Yeah, because that's how it is when you use it. You have to choose now, and you roll it, and you add it to whatever you end up rolling.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you might crit, and it was...
I thought you could add it after the fact.
That
was what you did with Monty, right?
No, I
In
added...
this unique scenario, because I don't remember if you have it or not, I'll say if you want to roll it before you roll, you may. Because you kind of have inspiration.
Okay, so you're saying
And
I
that we
roll
don't
this,
remember if
and
you
then
did.
I roll the check.
Yeah.
Okay. 4.
Okay. So roll a history and add 4 to it.
Plus your modifier.
Fucking terrible. 6.
6.
Oh, you have -1 history?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you're the most that you're able to gain in terms of new knowledge about this is that it is capable of overriding other capture systems. As in, if something was in a Pokeball and you throw this at it and you succeed, it will override that original Pokeball.
But how long it stays in this ball, and how you get it out of the ball, I have no idea about. I'm gonna think about that.
I'm just like, push up.
Toss it in my hands a few times.
Okay.
Look at Crash. Try and pick it up and think about throwing at him.
Okay. He's still like trying to work out your sentence of like, are you still in the Pokeball? He's
having
like,
an existential crisis. Not paying attention to
do
me
you
at
even
all.
exist?
I'm gonna reach it out to him and second guess myself and put it back in my backpack.
Okay. The ball goes back in the bag.
Yeah.
And then Crash finally looks at you and just goes,
Yeah, I don't think so either.
and he punches you in the arm for making him think.
And I'm gonna fucking tackle him. As much as I can.
Yeah, you tackle into him and he does not budge anymore.
Yeah, that's about right. Alright, well, after I try my hardest to overpower him for about 5-10 minutes in as many different ways as possible.
We just see a montage of you just like on top of me, like
Just trying to choke him out. Anything
pulling him
that
by
I
the
can.
tail, anything. Just standing there.
I am going to call out Growl and Bark.
All right, perfect. Yeah. Yeah, Growl and Bark hit the field and they immediately start growling and barking at each other.
Growl, bark, and howl.
So good. I figured Drew would really like that.
We need Woof. Where's Woof?
No more dog.
There are more dog Pokemon, so
Just name Eevee Wolf.
there we go. Do it.
And then Yip.
Snarl.
I'm gonna turn to Bark and be like, hey, we got to see a little bit of what you're capable of since Growl told you to bite his brother. Now why don't you try to fight Growl? Have them do a little training.
It's time to
Get after each other.
duel.
All right. Go for it.
Yeah.
Who wants to be Bark, aka Snubbull? Excellent. There
The
it is.
marks have it.
All right. He's there. Go ahead and roll your
Dexterity.
Oh, he's gonna play rough.
Growl was like, what? Why do you keep what?
7 for play rough.
So does a 10 hit your armor class?
No.
Then a 10 does not hit you.
Whiff.
Bark will run up and try to tackle, and Growl just goes.
Get out of my way.
Slow as he was to start, he's like, I'm not letting you tackle.
Okay.
That was just play, not play rough.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Play hard.
go in with a fire fang, try to get him as he passes by. With that's a 10.
10?
Yep.
Ooh. Yikes.
They're just
You missed
playing.
well.
10.
You're like, go at it. They're like,
10?
Yeah, this is fun. We're friends.
10, that's it? Oh.
Come on, guys.
You missed, but not by much.
they're playing tug of war with the tennis ball.
Yeah. In the middle. Growl attempts to bite Snubbull on the way by and just doesn't.
What a whiff.
Just fails. Just inexplicably. Lands on nothing. Blame it on the wind. Who knows?
All right.
And Snubbull.
He's gonna go for a bite.
A bark. Yeah. Bite him up.
Oh, yeah.
18 on the roll.
So 21 all day.
Oh, yeah.
Roll 1d8 plus 3 piercing damage.
Nice. Like that.
As he starts chewing.
3. 3 on the die.
So 6. 6 damage to Growl. Big bite. Excellent.
Now that Growl has taken a bit of damage, he's like, oh, okay, we're actually fighting. Let's fight. And he's going to go for a bite of his own. And that is a 16.
Oh, yeah. That is.
Oh, 1 point.
Oh, just enough. Just enough. Okay, so 1 point of damage.
Just enough to what?
Just enough to say
scratch
I
him.
bit you.
Oh,
I got you too.
I thought
right.
something was about to happen.
No, Snubble's taking 1 damage. Snubbull, it's your turn.
In close proximity, he's going for that play rough.
Play rough.
Rough play.
Hit him.
I want to know what
2.
I want to know what it does.
2 doesn't matter. Snubbull slowly begins to froth at the mouth.
He has rabies.
Growl is going to go for Fire Fang.
Okay.
Fire up those fangs.
Nope. Nope.
8.
8. Oh.
This is a hotly contested battle.
Goodness gracious.
Just whiffing back and forth.
Yikes! Neither one of them seems willing to really hit.
They're being
just-
quite elusive
Yeah,
of
they're
each
just
other right
goofing
now.
around.
It's because they're
like-
buds.
Yeah, they're buddies.
buddies. They're just making a show of it.
Now, if it was Howl crits.
For real though.
Right. Yeah, that is insufficient. It's back to Snubbull.
All right.
The two are just snapping jowls at each other.
They're snapping jowl.
Bully boy's going for that play rough.
Going for that plane.
8.
Plus 3. So 11.
That's a
Crash steps up and throws water on both of them.
Oh.
He's not trying to get into the fight. He's literally just like, this is pathetic, and just throwing water at both of them to be like, you guys suck.
Snubbull will try to bite the stream of water.
Perfect.
Growl recoils heavily. He's like, no! My weakness!
I'm gonna stand up and go, I agree. We're trying to do a little bit of training here, and you guys are just messing around. Let's go.
Snubble's all about the stream of water.
This is ridiculous. Focus
He's
up.
loving it. He's never been more distracted.
And if he's not listening to me, that's fine, but Growl better be listening.
All right.
Growl's gonna go back in for another Fire Fang.
Snubble's still just biting the water stream.
There it is!
About
A
time.
crit!
Just needed the tongue lashing from CJ.
Stop being a dummy!
Okay, I'm sorry.
And the threat of being drenched.
He's afraid of the water.
The word.
Give me another word.
22.
22.
Yeah.
Is Snubbull alive?
Holy jeez. Ever so slightly. You have 3 hit points left.
Nice.
But now you're extra mad. The bright pink hue turns to like dark fuchsia. You're pissed right now.
Your condition is pissed.
At the start of your turn, hey Growl, how'd you like to make a wisdom save?
I would love to.
Oh, snap!
Wisdom. 10.
You're frightened.
Oh.
What does that mean?
It's like the Xanthogen.
He has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while he can see Snubbull, and you can't willingly get closer to him.
That's awesome. He's like, oh, that may have been too hard.
Yeah.
Oops. Oh, I did too hard.
He bites him like right in the neck, and Snubbull just starts like. He's like, oh god, I'm sorry. This was for fun. Snubbull, get him. That's just your ability. Get him.
All right.
Your ability is to get him.
Oh.
10 on the die.
10 on the die. So what are you going for?
Let's
Play roll for
do.
bite.
Let's do bite. He's retaliating.
13 to hit.
No.
Oh, no dice. He just tries to bite him, but he's too mad. Can't quite land the hit.
Nice.
He's too mad.
All right, Growl.
I mean, Growl can't do anything, right?
Could try to not
can
be
attack him with
scared
disadvantage.
or attack at disadvantage.
Or not be scared.
Yeah, he's gonna try to like circle as he's like coming at him high. He's gonna try to like be elusive and then try to shake it off.
Okay. Shake it off. So make the wisdom save again.
17.
Yeah, you are good.
Awesome.
You are no longer afeared, but that is your turn.
Okay.
All right, Snubbull.
Snubby.
You're feeling a little less upset. Get him. Less frothy, less dark pink.
All right. He's gonna go for that play rough.
Less frothy.
11 on the die.
So 14.
That
Yeah,
exactly
it's-
it's about freaking time.
You want to play rough?
Yeah.
3d6.
Oh.
3d6.
Oh, like that. Ooh.
Dang.
Oh boy.
14 on the die.
Wow.
And roll 1d4.
Oh.
Because Bark is raging.
1.
1. So 15 all day?
Yeah.
15 damage to Growl.
Cool.
As Snubbull just tackles right into him. So like pins him to the ground and starts trying to like snap at him.
Perfect.
Get off!
I'm gonna run over and grab him and try to pick him up.
Okay. He's
See what happens.
Try to do a strength
if you want to, yeah.
for attack. What if I crit 10? 10 on the die.
10 on the die, so
Do I need
that's
to strength check
13.
that?
That's sufficient enough that CJ would have to roll.
My strength is 13.
Roll it up,
You're
kid.
tied.
Oh, snap. Oh, I rolled a 10 as well.
10.
But strength modifier is plus
you,
1.
you start to pick him up and he just like starts snapping at your arm like and tries to like tackle back down at Growl.
Oh, God.
And then at the end of his turn, he goes back to normal.
Okay, I think we're done. Just step in and be like, okay, we're good. That was enough. We're good.
Snubbull walks over to Growl and like helps him up on his foots.
Good,
Nice.
good. Sportsmanship, I like that. That's nice.
Yeah.
Well done. I'm gonna give him a little pat on the head and go over to Growl and be like, hey, that was good. You did good.
Growl's like, dude, I hit him so hard.
Yeah, I know. It was just
And then he was like gonna kill me.
yeah, that did happen.
What the heck, man?
That did happen.
Like 1 minute he's friends, and then the next minute he's like, oh, I'll kill you.
Just the textbook sibling fight where someone takes it one step too far, like, they're pissed now.
With the relative noise of the fight, nothing seems to be willing to get closer to you in the course of your watch.
That's good news, at
That's
least.
fair. I figured as much.
With the-
just gonna.
With the presence of the 2 guard dogs and a velociraptor, nothing really wants to get close to you.
I was just gonna wait away the rest of the watch with tossing the ball back and forth between the 2 of them and
Okay.
letting them do their thing.
They'll kind of like play race each other for it, and then sometimes if Growl gets there first, Snubble's like, and he just drops it. He's like, all right, it's not worth it. I don't care.
So gross. I mean,
I
it
don't care
technically is his ball.
Yeah. That's fine. Don't touch it. Don't touch my ball. Don't touch the ball. Sure, play with me. Though. Play with me. Come on.
Yeah. Don't touch it!
Don't touch it.
Okay, but yeah, otherwise,
Like,
the rest of your watch will pass uneventfully.
And I'll one last toss right to Snubbull and then call him back right before he.
That's good.
Just troll him super hard.
wow.
He's gonna be pissed when he comes back out.
Yeah, he is.
His mood is
He's
pissed.
gonna be marooned.
Got you.
Just immediately takes your hand up.
And then I'll go wake up.
Where's the ball? Give me the ball.
Give me
a ball.
It's my turn.
It is your turn.
CJ,
Do you want to leave Chikorita out with Hal this morning?
Cheeky baby.
Let's see why not. Growl probably won't be happy about it, but he's in his ball. It's not up to him.
Breaks out.
Sure. We'll throw her out.
All right, Milo,
Yes.
it's your watch.
Okay, so I'll send out Hal so him and Chicky Baby can hang out.
Okay.
I will, however, have Evie and Baby Skarmory out this morning.
Yeah.
And
Morning.
see if little Skarmory can, do the low-level flight.
Okay. Yeah, she'll kind of look at you. She's like, give a strength check. Yeah, she remembers the motions.
Oh, snap.
Just gotta overpower the wind.
She's not able to.
Yeah, she gets up like just a little bit, and then a strong breeze comes in. She starts to fly back, and Evie sends out the star and just kind of steadies her back on her feet.
Oh, that was cool.
Nice.
Are you able to control the speed of that?
Yeah, she'll kind of throw the star and it goes like really, really fast out, and then very slow back in. Seems remarkably unaffected by the wind.
I want to see if Skarmory can get a little flight, and Evie, see if you can have a star up behind her and carry her around.
Moose!
Like a cool contest move.
Evie's intrigued.
That's why
Like, you got me.
that wording might
Got me with your phrase. Contest. Did you say contest? A contest move?
She goes from very prim and proper to just bog witch.
I mustn't forget the contest moves.
Jeez.
I've waited so long. Stretch my legs.
Went from Snubbull getting pissed to Evie getting a little too into contest.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
What am I doing?
It's a strength check from the Skarmory to get flight.
This contest move is called Boeing 747. Take off, go,
And crash.
It's called Boeing.
and crash.
It's called Boeings, okay?
All right, give it a shot.
Okay.
We're ready for you.
13.
Skarmory is off the ground.
Nice.
She's done it. She's done it.
Not able to go anywhere, but she's flying, but she's against a bunch of wind now. The wind is starting to really batten down on you.
Okay.
But she's up in the air. She's maintaining her level in a second.
It's like that skydiving thing.
And Evie will kind of dance the star around behind her, but keep it
Nice.
close enough that if needed, she could intervene.
Sweet. And then I want to see, maybe I'll send out Wadsworth to see if he can do a little bit of a water gun off the stars to I don't know if it would shoot off any,
Okay. Some water.
yeah, I don't know, just the reflection of the light of the star off of all the little
Okay.
water
With
droplets.
his between his ability to spray some water and his psionic powers, he's able to just make that.
Okay, cool.
Just he throws out the water gun and then just kind of catches it as the light of the star kind of dance off it. Holds the drops in the air. The star kind of moves some of them. Baby Skarmory looks and is like, ooh, and starts flying towards them.
Nice. You gotta stay in that, but contests aren't your thing, I get it. That's really sweet. Evie, do you like how that looks?
Yeah, she's kind of dancing it back and forth. You can see the reflection off her giant eyes.
Nice.
She's like, yum. She's back in her element.
Good job, Evie. You're really good at this.
She very excitedly kind of perches up on her back foot again and brings the star back around and kind of catches it on her nose. Even though she's in full control, so you're just doing that. And she's like, yeah.
It makes it look difficult,
Yeah.
but it's incredibly easy.
Yeah.
Nice.
She's like, if you're good at something, never do it for free.
So I'm gonna call back Wadsworth and Baby Skarmory because the wind's picking up and I don't want Baby Skarmory
Flying away.
away.
Bye.
And then I'll just kind of, in the most chaperone dad kind of way, keep 20 feet, but watch Hal and Chikorita.
Okay.
More so than anything, just kind of like petting Evie, but like making sure nothing happens to them because the storm's picking up.
Okay. Yeah, they start to kind of walk away, and then the breeze is strong enough that they both kind of start sliding, and they're like, oh, go back over. And they kind of sit, and they see that you're watching, and like...
And then I'll try to play it off in only a dad chaperone could, and just be like, oh, man, what's over here, Evie?
What do you guys, what's going on?
But we'll kind of venture off to the side. I'll hold on to Evie and see if we see any other berries or fruit or coconuts or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, looking for some coconuts.
Yeah.
The forbidden lovers sit kind of at the edge of the firelight. Howl starts playing around with a little bit of fire, much to Chicky Baby's delight, and she'll produce like some grass out of the ground, and Howl's equally impressed. But yeah, those two kind of stay at the edge of the firelight for the camp. You can hear them doing the Pokemon equivalent of just giggling to each other. Make a check. See if you find some berries.
It's Howl and Chicky Baby.
19.
You find another Oran berry
Nice.
in a nearby bush.
And yeah, I won't do any more training because of the wind, but I'll just kind of sit at camp and keep an eye on those two, make sure nothing happens.
Yeah.
Not like with bad stuff.
Nobody said anything.
I just knew it was going.
I'm a cool dad.
Make sure nothing gets blown in.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
We're asleep, dude.
blimey.
Blown in.
Yikes.
Really stretching.
As the sun begins to rise, the wind does kind of start to slow down just a touch. It's not too bad anymore. And you see this sort of like dark spindly shape getting blown with the end of the wind.
What the heck is that?
Decently high up in the skies. Kind of flies by you. You wanna see what you see?
Yeah.
Proceed.
See what you see.
22.
22. Yeah. You see a very strange looking shape. It's kind of like this. It's got a big white eye on it. As it flies by, it goes.
Whoa. Like it's already gone?
It's real fast by you. And then another one. Just comes flying over it.
And I want to look where they're coming from. Are there like a bunch?
They look like they're blown in from out at sea. There's not like hundreds, but there's probably like 15, 20.
What the heck? I'm gonna wake everybody up. Guys, you got it. Guys, wake up. You gotta see us. Guys, come out, hurry, quick, fast.
All right. Okay, is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine, but come look at this.
What's going on?
Look at these.
Another dark shape flies through camp. And then two more.
What? What do you think those
I
are?
know they're blowing in from the ocean, but like they have eyes. Are they Pokemon?
I don't know.
I've never seen these before. Try to catch one, CJ.
Okay.
Not like with Pokeball, just like with your hand.
I don't know. I don't have any Pokemon.
Yeah, you see one flying relatively low.
Okay.
Roll for it.
Make that dexterity check.
I think it's a +1, but
Actually, you can use strength if you'd like. Be a grapple. So,
14.
oh yeah, you're much stronger and faster than this thing. As it's flying by, you catch it and it just goes, and it's kind of like pulling away from you, but unable to break free.
Whoa, real.
You see it's a big eye kind of
Is it super windy out?
focuses on you. Not as windy as it was overnight, but there's still.
So they're like moving more so than being blown.
Yeah, I think it's trying to go that way. It seems like it's moving
Yeah, it's
that way.
like your arms are kind of like pulling up. And you're
It's
like,
definitely moving that way. It's not just being
Not the
blown
way.
that way.
I'm just kind of intrigued.
I don't know what's going on.
Where do we think they're going?
and then two more. kind of
Should we try to follow them?
I don't know.
What direction are they going? Just north?
Northwest.
So like kind of
They're
towards.
they're following the mountain.
Like along the mountain.
And then as one of them flies by, it kind of links one of its little spindly bits onto the one that you're holding.
Oh.
And then it's trying to help pull.
Oh. Maybe.
That's a natural one. They're not going anywhere. The two are just.
They're trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
So we gotta kind of choose.
Decide now.
We're gonna go back north?
Do we want to follow them? I mean, we don't know how far they're going. It might be just going a little bit, and we can see if it goes to something interesting. I've never seen these before. I don't know what they're doing or what they are.
How far do we want to go before
Yeah.
have gone too far?
Just
Maybe if we go like a full day and there's still like no sign of stopping, then we'll give up on it.
Another one like that.
Full day?
I don't know.
We're
We're gonna need another check, but
We're gonna try to see if we can even keep up.
Gotta decide.
It seemed like they're going
quickly.
Yeah.
Gotta decide quick. I crit.
Oh!
okay. It's
Just kidding. We're fine.
You're holding on with like one hand. You're like, guys, what are we doing? Oh, hold on. Yeah, they're trying to get away.
They're really trying to get away. I don't know if you've seen this, but there's a third one now.
Okay, I will follow.
Yeah, we can follow them. I just don't want to go too far north.
Okay.
Back to where we came.
Agreed. Give me my skateboard if we're doing it.
I agree with Phoebe.
Okay, should we follow them, see what's up with this?
Let's go.
I'm intrigued by these. I've never seen them
See how
before.
fast they can pull me.
You get on your skateboard?
I kind of want to. Is it a bad idea?
Make sure you
I can't get it. Both my hands are busy.
All right,
If somebody puts it in front of me, I'm getting on it.
I'll get your. I'm gonna get your skateboard. I'm gonna have before you get on it. I'm gonna send out Monty and just have him hold on to his backpack and like kind of like try to slow him down so we can at least keep up
pace.
with him.
Okay.
Evan Root, I want you to keep pace with whatever these things are and try and lead the way for us.
Yeah, a fourth one. Links up.
Fantastic.
That's not great.
So I put the skateboard. All right, dude. And then I'm just gonna start running in that direction because I'm gonna need a head start anyway.
Yeah.
See you in a second.
Yeah. As you step on and the friction kind of gives way, they just you get going at a pretty good clip. Woo! Start flying.
It's legit.
You got four things towing you and one thing pulling you back.
I like this.
You're just
Hope
Monty
it's sailing.
basically is just keeping you steady.
For it.
As you guys start to leave, you see the last couple just start flying past you.
How many are there ballpark?
Maybe 20 total. Not a ton.
Okay.
Enough that it's weird.
Okay.
I want to try to grab one of those last two.
Okay. Get that grapple check. Sounds great.
13.
That's better than I got. So yeah, you grab one.
Okay. If I just run and jump, is it enough to just no? Okay.
Yeah, close.
Just try to Mary Poppins it.
Mary Poppins,
Why not?
on one Pokemon. Let's look at me. Then you all catch one. And you're like, we have transport.
All right. So
I wish I had dial-up. Curious if it's like...
yeah, I'm just gonna keep running, but with it so it can guide me in the right direction in case something happens.
Yeah, very occasionally it
everybody.
starts to jerk
We're
to one side
going.
or another to try to
I'm
break
just
the grip,
running
but
behind Milo,
away it goes.
provided he has a
Yeah. Right behind him. We're
maybe
catching his.
magnetic guide.
We're in his streamline.
Draft.
Feels like you're running at an incredible rate, Harry.
Oh man. CJ, you're making great time, and then suddenly they start to pull you closer to the cliffside.
No.
And they start
Oh.
to want to very strongly go up.
Oh, guys.
Rather than going forward, they start to pull you upwards, but you're still stronger than them. So they're just over your head now.
So we've kind of stopped. They're just trying to pull me up.
Yeah, you're not immediately stopped, but you're losing forward momentum.
Okay.
So, have
And they
we
start
caught...
veering heavily over. They're like, we're going up, we're gonna go up. You can see the other ones are starting to go up there as well.
I'm not gonna let go until we get right to the mountain.
Okay. Yeah, the wheels on your skateboard are kind of like you're bumping into an incline that is untenable for long.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Have we
How
caught
far
up to him
behind
yet?
are they?
Or, yeah.
You were going much faster because you're on wheels, and they have to run and keep pace. And children.
The one that Milo is grabbing onto, can I look to see if it looks the same as all you said? It's just a triangle with an eye?
One of them was, yeah. They're all varying shapes.
Yeah, so what does this one look like?
The one that you're holding looks like a big circle, and then there's it almost kind of looks like a Pokeball. Same generic shape. Big circle with a bar in the middle and the eyes in the middle of that bar.
Okay.
And it just kind of looks at you in the big eyes
Where are you going?
it's just it seems to be vibrating in your hand. It's like trying to hold two opposing magnets together. Hold on to this thing.
Crazy. Just keep going with it. Have you ever seen one of these before, Bentley?
don't really know. I feel like it's definitely a Pokemon. We can say that for sure, but I don't know. Like, they all look different. It's weird.
Yeah, I've never seen this. I have no idea. This is just like too unique of a thing to let just fly by.
What does it feel like? I know CJ said it was not moving with the wind, but
yeah, it's kind of like vibrating, but it's like holding a really strong magnet.
Crazy.
It's like holding a really strong magnet.
Now you're married.
Mary Poppins, me, come on!
I'm so light. It would be a shame if you flew up with me. Okay. CJ, what's your plan?
Does Crash have a climb speed?
If memory serves, he does not, but I will check for you.
You bang.
No. I do not.
He does not, but he has a very fast swim speed. That does not help you in the moment.
Turn the mountain into water and
Can
then
he
swim
swim
on
on
it.
a mountain?
If he was a ground type, maybe.
Yeah, but I don't have.
Where's that derby? You could have made him a ramp
either.
upward.
Just have all the Pokemon that we need that are in the box.
Dang it. That's currently what the situation is. All right, well, I'm gonna try to hold on for as long as possible, and then maybe try to run on the mountain a little bit. But
Can you ride on Crash and keep?
that's what I was thinking, but I don't know that he's gonna be able to climb up.
At
the
least you
mountain like
can
that.
move.
No doubt. I mean, I that's what I was thinking.
How
but I don't know if it
steep
would
is the
work.
mountainside?
Not particularly where you're at. It's just the skateboard would be at an angle that is not.
Yeah, well, I figured the skateboard is moved, but if it's like a sheer cliff face versus
No, it's-
like just a hiking mountain.
It's a decent slope, and then it gets very craggly.
I'm gonna yell at Crash to get underneath me.
Okay. Yeah, he'll kind of buck you off the skateboard and onto his head.
Cool.
And then he'll slide you down onto his back. He's like, "Let's go!" And he starts running up the hill.
Let's keep it going.
Holding the dudes. You can see some of the dudes that are further up kind of slow down a little bit, just to enjoy the spectacle that is you trying to scale the hill, holding 4 of them.
Can the rest of us see?
They're still not able to break free of you.
Can the rest of us see where CJ is?
Yeah, Crash is a big target.
Okay.
So we're the base of the mountain now, and he's getting a move
He's
on
a
up there.
little ways up, yeah.
Well, this is taking an interesting twist. They're going up the mountain.
Surely noodle him.
Somebody grab my skateboard!
Well, grab your skateboard. I'm gonna send out. Hey, Phoebe or Bentley, can you grab Wadsworth's Pokeball? Maybe he can see where they're going.
What do you mean hold it?
What do you mean? Get Wadsworth.
Yeah, I'll
Alright.
grab it. It's this one?
Yep.
Okay.
Send out Wadsworth.
Wadsworth emerges.
Alright, I'll maybe just plop him on the egg as I run. Presumably we're still running.
He's a pretty hefty boy, but
I'm
I thought we're
assuming
the
we're
base,
the base
yeah.
of the mountain, and it's trying to
okay.
go up.
sure.
And
Wadsworth, we need your help right now.
do you know where this thing's trying to go?
He takes a moment. He goes, "Guac,
No.
guac,
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
guac."
Okay, yeah, me neither. Alright. Well, it looks like we may end up climbing this mountain after CJ. I'm sure you don't really feel. Yeah, okay.
Can I do
Call back and
Have
climb on my
fun.
bell.
can I do either a nature perception check of the mountain to see if there's maybe a cave that they're going towards, or it seems like they're just going to the peak?
Yeah. You see millions of cicadas
17.
screaming. Yeah, they appear to be going over the top of the mountain.
Oh, God.
To what end, you do not know.
Oh, God.
CJ, it looks like they're trying to get over the mountain range. I think you might want to cut your losses at this point.
I mean, it's not that hard to hold on to him, but
That's
if
not-
you want me to stop, I'll stop.
Not the point. I know that you're very strong. It's very impressive, but
I mean, I'm down to climb it, but
This wasn't my idea in the first place. I'm just doing what I'm told right now.
How high is the mountain?
It's a mountain.
Very, very, very high.
It would take a day to get up to the top.
For a well-stocked team of adult climbers, maybe several days.
Okay.
I got climbing hooks, if it matters.
so there's just clouds then. We can't even see the top, and they're just spiraling into
Yeah, They're just going up and up.
Can I say
These are the Amberite Sierras that Ambercrag is built into. So you guys are quite familiar with them on the other side. You know that they're very tall.
since CJ's still in view, I'm gonna send out Shirley and Sage and have them try to grab him.
Pull
him down.
They have
Both
range, but not nearly long enough to grab CJ.
Oh.
They can grab like 20 or 30 feet. He's like 60 to 90 at least. Because Crash is still able to move up the hill. He's just not as fast as normal. Well, but neither are they.
Vote. Do you want to stop?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't care what we do.
I say cut our losses.
Okay, well, I would say keep going, but it seems like 2 votes to stop is the winner.
All right.
All right.
It's up to you, though. Do you let them go?
I'll let mine go.
So far, Bentley's the only one that told me to stop. So I'm not gonna let go.
You should, please, baby, cut our losses! And you're like, onward! My noble steeds!
What are we doing?
Crash just keeps climbing.
Yeah, I think you should stop.
What?
I can't climb that high. Milo, are you gonna climb after him?
I would.
All right, then you start going.
Okay.
We left all of our stuff at camp.
I don't know how you're getting up there. I didn't know you became a pro climber overnight.
It's not that steep.
All right, bro, do it. Do your thing.
He said it would take adult professional climbers with gear several days to get up to the top of it. You're like, yeah, that's no problem.
Do your thing, bro.
We can do it now.
You got it. Do it.
I got it.
I'm not here to doubt you. Milo.
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
17.
Yeah, you're still beat. That was my first double digits roll.
Just like flexing one arm while he's grabbing onto it. Yeah, I'm chilling over
What are we doing, guys?
Yeah, that roll was a healthy 8.
Well, it would just be you and me. We would split the group if you want to find out where they're going.
I don't really want to do that, but I'm pretty far up this mountain at this point.
Well, it's up to you. I'm coming with you or I'm going back down.
I'm apparently not letting go.
He's not letting go. He's
I
climbing.
think you would have to roll it, right? It's contested.
That's not the rolling.
All right.
Keeping him honest.
They got that negative strong.
I'm gonna tell Crash to slow down.
Okay. Yeah, Crash will slow down. The creatures are still like,
Oh, we have been chosen.
See if you can, like, offer a deal. Like, I'll let you go if you tell me where you're going.
Where you going?
they make no attempt to make sounds. They just hum gently in your hands.
Maybe they
I
can,
don't
like,
think they can talk, man.
maybe they can do, like, what Wadsworth does and, like, show you.
Show me where you're going.
Let's go.
I think they're trying to go where they're pulling me.
They pull further up the mountain.
We're like, we want to go that way. Let go.
There's really no going here. I don't know what the situation is.
Let go, nerd.
I'm saying, like, tell me.
We can't carry you.
Yet they seem to be progressing.
Let's talk about this.
That's a real strength check.
Let's have an
You need a
adult
roll.
conversation about this. Nope.
They pull free. They finally pull free. The
As
one on
I'm
the
yelling
bottom
back
goes-
at Milo.
They just 3 of them let go, and the sudden
Shit.
disparity in the strength where you're like, okay, stay. Just oh, okay, all right. And the last one just goes
Hey, they're gone.
up into the clouds.
Well, that's a bummer.
They're gone.
All right.
Can hold on forever.
I'll have Monty fly back to me, and I'll walk the 10 feet I made up the mountain.
Okay, you just like slide down.
We were close. We were really close.
I'm so curious.
I mean, they went up in the clouds. I don't know where they went after that.
What are they?
I just looked up. It looked
I
like they
don't
were
know,
going
man.
all the way over, or at least to the top of the mountain, but it seemed like they're going to the other side.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. It was weird. They were just vibrating the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they were being pulled like a magnet. That's what Milo said, at least. That's what it felt like. But clearly they have somewhere in mind that they want to be going, but maybe we could continue along the mountains and then go around the edge at the beach. Try and figure out if we can find them on the other side.
Well, I think at the rate they're going, by the time we made that far south, they're going to be around. They'll probably be flying back over the ocean again. I'm intrigued, though.
I don't know where these things came from.
It looked like they were coming from the ocean, but I don't know what they would be. I don't know. Maybe let's go to, I guess, keep heading to Falchester, maybe.
There's more of them there.
Or they've seen them fly through and have more information.
Yeah.
That was definitely strange.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that before. And we've seen a lot of strange things.
You alright, CJ? They pulled you quite a ways.
Yeah.
It's fine. It was fun riding my skateboard.
Alright, well, fair enough. Good work.
Alright, yeah, I guess we'll just make our way back to where we came from.
Heading back to camp.
Walking towards
Set up
Falchester.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys dismantle your camp. Continue your journey back to Falchester. That's what we'll call it for this session. Thank you guys.
As the skies swirl with darkened shapes, the tots continue on towards Falchester, and the next stop on their Pokemon journey.
Oh, shut.
All the same, Bentley's gonna roll his egg dice real quick.
Egg roll.
Eggs.
56. All right.
Good stuff. All right, now we'll see you in.
I'm sorry to cut it.
We'll see you later.
It's already ended.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.